Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something like that?
You should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny Cameron. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I said fuck, oh fuck, I said shit.
That's your ass. Get a weapon collector ass.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
You all right, everyone? How are you? God, it's getting hot now, isn't it? I'm up tonight. Right, let me just get set up quickly. I noticed Chrome is very slow and freezing on my computer at the minute, so it's making me so that I don't quite get on in time. All right, Funky, that was a good stream earlier. I enjoyed that. How's it going? I'm all right. I'm all right. A bit hot, but yeah. Thank you, anyone who's come over from Funky's, by the way. I appreciate that, Funky. Yeah. So Funky does the sort of more serious stuff. What we do on here is a bit of, well, I don't mind talking about whatever really, but this is the more relaxed sort of jokey sort of shit, basically. You know what I mean? But you talk about anything you want. So yeah, I haven't really done a lot today. Most of my day's been well, doing nothing, to be honest. Doing nothing. Seeing this is the bank holiday, I thought I'd have a day doing, day doing nothing. So, right, Smiley, Metallic Reality, you right? The Shark, 4x4, Lewis, Gary, Wee Jock, UKP, Eramus, Born Outside. Yeah, thank you for coming over from Funky. I appreciate that. Yeah. Cheers, Funky. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed that. Yeah, now this is the opposite. You do the serious stuff on Funkies. Now it's the jokey sort of, we just sort of go with the flow. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Metallic said, we do the sparring first. I don't know if that's a good idea to bring that up tonight. But yeah, I'll try to explain that to a load of new viewers. Fucking hell. So what have you lot been doing today then? T2BKK, how you doing? I am a twin, Gary. Yes, my twin. Yeah. Or are you talking to someone else there? So because I'm a twin, I think he's talking to someone else there. How's the twins? Oh no, now I know what you're talking about. And I know who you're talking to. Right, ignore me. He's talking to Metallic, aren't you? Right. Yeah. Well, hello everyone who's come over from Funky's. I appreciate that. As I said, T2BKK said, "Hello, Mike and friends. This is T2BKK from Bangkok." Khalid said, "Funny day. Had Friday prayer in town hall today. Had to put a bag on the Queen's head, a cardboard cutout, and got knocked out sparring." That sounds like an eventful day, then, Khalid. I'd say. You know, most people were in town were at a concert getting pissed. Right, Matt. I saw you on Funkies. Metallic said the Mitchell brothers, aka M&M's. The funny thing is, I've got a twin, and our initials are M&M, so that's getting even more confusing. Fernand survives with been gardening all day. Funny thing is, I was going to mention this on Funkies, but I didn't bother in the end. But I've got some stuff growing because it is getting to the stage where you're going to need to soon, aren't you? Well, but yeah, yeah, I was having a bit of a look at that earlier. Oh, thank you, Funky. Funky's just supported me on coffee.com. Thank you, mate. Let's see if you've left me a message. Passing on some of my super chat messages. Thank you, Funky. Bloody hell, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate, because that genuinely means the world. Because you know me, that helps a lot with me. Because this is actually my job, and I've been completely demonetized now. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you. That means the world. That helps a lot. 4x4 said was picking 40 strawberry plants and planted more veg. Need to stream. Need this stream to chill out. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want. That's what I try to do on my ones. You go to Funky for the more serious stuff. Get your sort of advice. Get your knowledge going. Come over here and we'll have a laugh and talk about whatever. You can talk about whatever you want. We go down the lines of films. I play stupid clips. In fact, hang on, this is for Funky. Sorry if I deafened anyone. If any of the mods have just come on and thinking, oh, look, there's a load of new people on, there's a lot of people who come over from Funky Preppers stream, just so you know. Lewis said, I've been ill while reenacting, so no fighting. Mind you, shit fighting anyway. Other group are a bunch of novices. Gary said, you're going to make it to the meet. Me personally, I can't. I've got some other... I think I'll get down... Well, up. I think I'll get up there one day. But at the minute, it's not really possible. I have stuff I have to do at home. I've got my mum basically can't really walk. So, yeah. But again, if you're talking to Metallic, I know she is. I think. Metallic said, hey, Zed, I just need to ask someone with Prime to order it. Oh, the book, yes. You right, James? Matt said, meant to be storms coming in tonight. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a storm warning near me, actually. I saw a storm warning near me. Richard said, hello, just listening to Attic at the moment. Oh, no, listening in the attic. Thought that was banned for a second then. Fenland said, if you need help at all, just ask. Yeah. Yeah, we sort of talk about anything on here. I play stupid clips and, you know, let's talk about anything. But we try and go a little bit more lighthearted. You can have a relax on here. How are you feeling now, Funky? I meant to ask you earlier. You feeling a lot better now? You looked better, in all honesty. I thought you looked better earlier. So while there's 27 people on, I'm just going to play my little 30-second advert. So don't no one run off. It's 30 seconds. It'll, you know, I'll be straight back. But it's just so to show people, if you ever wanted to support me, you can. It doesn't matter. You don't have to. But this channel has been completely demonetized, and it is the way I make a living. Yeah, I've been demonetized for a long time. But there are people who want to support but can't. Or don't know they can. You know what I mean? They don't, not that they can't. They don't know they can. So there's a thing called coffee.com, because I can't do the super chat and all that, but it's like an alternative way to do super chat. So coffee.com, I'll play a little 30-second advert showing you how to do it. There's a link in the description. And then if you put in the word !support in the chat, a thing called Nightbot will post the link to it. Right, so this is 30 seconds, so don't go nowhere. And you don't have to donate. It's just, it's there if you want to, and we'll show you how to. Funky said, yeah, just got told the same about the storms. Has anyone been getting static shocks when touching cars? You know, I haven't been near a car today, so I wouldn't know. Lord Flashart, and he's got his original name back again. Oh no, that's not your original name, is it? He said, even in plastic simulation. You good doll. Irishman, how you doing, mate? He said, just broke a tooth on a whole nut. I knew I should have bought the caramel. Like say. Some of you might notice that there's a couple of new names on here and some other things. Mother, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I noticed on my, funny thing, it was on my computer on the little toolbar bit at the bottom. it had a little warning on there saying about the storms, thunder and lightning. I couldn't think of what the bloody word was for a second then. So just so everyone knows, I'll be on again tomorrow because some of you might not know I streamed last night. I don't normally do Thursdays, but seeing as everyone was off, I thought might as well. So this is my normal night. I do Fridays and Saturdays, 9:30 till 12. And sometimes I do a late night one if we're having a drink. So tomorrow night, I am going to have a drink. So I'm going to do 9:30 to 12 in here. And then about 12:15 till maybe 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, out in the summer house. I better call it that. Because we've got this summer house in the garden. It's got internet and heating and all that kind of stuff, telly, computer, and all that. But it was once a kid's Wendy house, and my brothers have always called it the Wendy house. So I often say, "Yeah, go to get drunk in the Wendy house," and especially new viewers be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" Getting pissed in a Wendy house. Did I say hello, Nick? You're right, mate. Nick said, I completely forgot you said you were streaming yesterday. Ah, Nick, take a look on there. Take a look on there. Oh, you might have already missed it there. See if you have it. If a name comes up for you. Funky said, yeah, thanks, Mike. I'm about 70%. Just got one ear working. Did it affect your ears as well? I hate that because I don't know if you know, I have to have a hearing aid because bad ears runs in my family. So this ear is completely mangled. Funny thing is, I was going to say to you, when they was going on about the antibiotics, getting antibiotics, if you know anyone who's got a bit of a bad ear, and it looks bad. See, mine, if a doctor looks in my ear's fucked basically. The drum is collapsed. It's got a hole in it. If I went to the doctors now and said, I think I've got an ear infection, they'd just give me antibiotics straight away. Yeah. What's the fuck? I nearly fell for that, Funky. I always say to people, if I fall for that, I'm ill. I actually nearly fell for that. He said, say that again, I can't hear you. Fuck's sake, I nearly fell for that. I'm just about to read that out. Oh, fuck's sake. I nearly fell for that. There you go, look. But this here, nothing wrong with it at all. So I can live without it. I really only ever need that if I'm going out somewhere. If I'm going out or it's crowded, it helps. But I don't need it in really normal time, if you know what I mean. So it's not like a prepper issue, if that makes sense. I don't need to. Although saying that, the batteries for those are really, 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 really cheap. I think you can get about 12. One battery lasts about 2 weeks, constantly on. And they're about 12, two quid for 12. If you buy them, you can actually get them free from the doctors. So at least that ain't an issue. But as I say, I don't really need it anyway. The only time I ever need to put that in is sometimes on the live streams if there's other people on. But yeah, I don't need it most of the time. I won't leave that on. Yeah, Nick, keep a lookout on there. You might recognise a name. He nearly got me with that. Say that again. If I can crack me up, that did. Monkey said, we've got mouse in the cottage. Get your bro on here. You know what? I don't know what he's doing at the minute. He don't come on here very often. Nick said, I never thought of the Wendy house like that. All I can think of now is you completely sloshed in one of those tiny plastic kiddie houses. That's it. That's it. Right, Dan, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you on. Thank you, James. He just donated. Also, if you want, you can feel free to donate and leave a message, and then I have to read them out. So James Layton has said, please buy Zombut a cock. And again, all of the new viewers aren't going to have a clue what Zombut is. Zombut, if anyone, I've got I've got a shooting, like a dummy, like a crash test dummy. I've got a thing like that I made called Zombut that the viewers named. Yeah. but I deliberately made him with nothing below the stomach area because I knew people would talk. I don't know if I've got a picture of Zombit. You noticed yet, Nick? Come on. Keep looking. Every time I point, it's gone bloody past it. Metallic said, if you have a mouse, it means you don't have a rat, and that's the main thing. When I had my bug out bags in the loft, they was fully kitted up bug out bags with sort of homemade packs of 24-hour rations in them, and that attracted a fucking rat into a second story fucking loft. Got it in the end. Didn't know it was dead for a while till we could smell it, and then when I found it, the body of that rat, it was a big old rat. Well, that's a standard size rat in it, but you know what I mean. But yeah, oh, thank you, James, for that donation. Cheers, mate. Bit distracted tonight. James said, "What happened to Funky? Did he fall off his sheep?" Pete said, "I'm working out right now, so won't talk much." Did I say hello, Pete? You're right, mate. Richard said, "More like you destroyed everything below the stomach area." Piss off. Shut it, you. See, this is the kind of abuse I get. This is why Zombit has never had anything below the torso. It's not got a hole in the mouth, so there's none of this. Lord Flashart's commented, which means he's probably done an insult. Who am I letting myself into tonight? All right, let me go on to there. Because I have to do a third-party donation thing because YouTube won't let me. Fuck's sake. Lord Flashart said, "Show us your crinkle-cut knob shoe, you stallion." Fuck's sake. Thank you, Lord Flashart. You have to go to the OnlyFans for that. The OnlyFans is where you see things like that. Pergio, you're right, mate. I hope you're coming on late tomorrow. I've got a surprise for you. Oh, that's that destroyed. That's that done. Lord Flashart, thank you for the donation, mate. Zed said, Zombit does have hands, though, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He does. But I deliberately made it. Well, no, he can do that. He actually can do that. I've not got any pictures of Zombit, I don't think. I'm going to have to upload a video of Zombit one day to show other people. But Zombit is my test dummy that I shoot. See, like these crossbows and that, I shoot him with, I put body armor on, a test body armor, stuff like that. Oh, and because someone was asking yesterday for me to get some more knives out that I made, I have got some. You'll probably be able to tell that I like making big knives as well. So this is a Bowie I made, and this one was based off of the Cold Steel Frontier Bowie, was it? So all my knife builds are made without a forge. No forged knife builds. What I normally get, I'll buy something like a machete and I'll mod that into something better, basically. So this is a homemade leather sheath. That's my little logo there. It's got a metal collar, metal shape, 2 or 3 mil thick leather, and then there is the blade. But that is made from a machete. It's reasonably thin, but it means it's lightweight, really, really quick, fast, and choppy. But that's just show my sword. I'll get that in a minute. So yeah, that's not even that was the biggest one I made, but I've got an even bigger Bowie knife than that. And let's not go on to the discussion of Bowie or Bowie tonight. Oh, fuck's sake. Thank you, Born Outside. Yeah, because I hadn't really got the capability to do forging. So what I normally do, I get something else. See, that was just a standard. That was a marbles machete. It's got I'll tell you what else it's got. So it's got, I don't know what, this is some kind of hardwood, this handle anyway, and a mild steel guard. Yeah, based off the cold. And the other thing is, This probably cost me, right? The leather cost a little bit because leather does cost a bit anyway. But this whole thing probably cost about 20 quid to make. Buy all the stuff, you know. Whereas the real thing would probably cost you over 100 quid for a knife that big. Funky said, can you share that video on here when you shot yourself with a crossbow? Right, that was an April Fool's, just in case. Like I say, a lot of people believe that. Yeah, I did an April Fool's Day joke where I accidentally shoot myself with a crossbow. You'll be surprised how many people thought that was real. Fuck's sake. I don't know how anyone falls for it. One, it was on April Fool's Day, and the other, the year before, I pretended to cut all my fingers off. I never fucking believed that till they saw the special effects I did. Oh, God. Nick said, Mike CCC is so bad, his stripper name is Mr. McCain. Oh, God. Berger said, Zomba is Mike's sex dummy. That shoots. No, that's not true. Don't start rumors about me now. Oh, God. Wart. Don't start the wart finger thing either. James said it's boy. No, that's boy. You've just written boy as in life boy, which is boy. He said it's boy unless you come from Scotland and it's pronounced wet house. Fucking wart finger. Like sake. Right, stop it. Bird said, love that machete bow, Mike. Love the machete Bowie knives, Mike. They always turn out great. This one was made from this was a bill hook, this one. So originally it had the big old hooked blade. And that bill hook originally cost 7 quid. So I bought a bill hook, modded it into a... What's this one? I can't remember what this one is now. Fuck, I can't remember. So I made the sheath anyway, but I didn't put my logo on this one. So it's got a big old belt loop at the back, leg tie. Again, 2 or 3 mil leather. And then that's the blade on it now. But yeah, that was a bill hook. 7 quid bill hook. Nice and thick. Got a brass guard that I got from, I bought a knife blank and that came with it. This was the actual leather from the original handle, which is a leather stacked handle. And then I hand shaped that pommel. So that was actually a completely just scrap square bit of aluminium, which I shaped like that by hand with files. I can't remember what you call this blade. What is that? Oh, smash it. That's it, Peach. Yeah, double-edged. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, that one? Fits your hand really nicely as well. But again, that whole thing probably cost 20 quid as well. Again, the most expensive thing on it's leather. And if you're interested in making these things, I actually do videos. I've got videos showing you how to make these, where to buy the stuff. But also, all of my stuff is done with very cheap, inexpensive tools because I can't afford to run a forge. So I do mine with basically an angle grinder and a very cheap belt sander. I saw Joseph on, didn't I? You right, Joseph? How you doing, mate? And I'll get the sword out and the massive Bowie in a minute as well. Yeah, spear point, smash it. That's it, Peach. I couldn't think of what it was called. But yeah, that's if for the new viewers, what I do, I do a bit of everything. I do you know, a bit of prepping type stuff, but most of what I do tests on stuff like crossbows, showing what they can and can't do. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I do inexpensive knife builds. So if you don't have the capability to forge a knife, I could show you how to shape an existing thing into a nice custom knife of your own. And lots of, you know, weapon-based stuff, a bit of prepping stuff. Like recently I did a little homemade cook set, you know, very cheap cook set. Yeah. Metallic said, I like a leaf-shaped blade. They're nice, aren't they? These was, yeah, this was classed as a fighting knife. You imagine what that would do if that went in you? Bloody, you know. It's basically like a giant dagger, isn't it? Funky said, looks a bit like the cold steel Bushman. Yeah, I've what, this one or the other one? Yeah. I'll be honest with you, a lot of my knives are sort of influenced on the cold steel knives or more expensive knives. So what I'll do, I'll go online, I'll find a knife that I like the look of, look at the price, think, yeah, I can't afford that. And then I'll make something, you know, pretty much the same. So I have a thing of making massive Bowie knives, and I wanted to make the biggest Bowie knife I could get. So this one was made from an Anglo Arms bolo machete. So again, I made the sheath. And then the blade looked like the profile of the blade was completely different to this, but hang on. Right, so there's the belt loop, sort of leg tie bit. So yeah, this one's more, and that is big, because that other one I showed you is big, but that's a big bow knife, but this one's bigger than that. I think that's got an 18-inch blade on that. So I reshaped I put the clip on it. So you don't need to make the blade, you just get a blade from something else. I did a plywood handle, which came up better than I thought, and a nice big mild steel guard. But yeah, that could really, you know, it's like a short sword essentially. Yeah, quite a few on tonight. Funky sent quite a few over, which I appreciate. And funny thing is, yesterday, even without that, there was more on than normal. There was we had about 30 on, because my average is about 20, 22 normally. Lewis said fighting knife, that would take the fight out of you for sure. Exactly. Wartfinger said he's the man with the warty touch. I haven't got a wart. I've got. So no, I'm not even going to go on. I'm not even going to talk about it. 4x4 said, Matt, potatoes all year, mate. Grow them in tyres, green beans, carrots, cabbage. Got to do this time of year. Yeah, I've got some stuff growing. Mr. Nightlaw said, that's a knife. Holy moly. Glad you liked it. Lord Flashart, that Bowie needs to be called the compensator. But yeah, if you want to make knives and you don't have the capability of sort of forging, there are ways to do it with very basic tools. If you like the look of a knife, there are ways of making your own for a lot cheaper. If you're not too worried about steel types and stuff like that, because a lot of these things, well, that's a working machete anyway. That would work anyway. You know what I mean? But and so's that. That was a work tool. But yeah, I've never been into one about getting all the most fanciest steels. Unless you're using these things every day, it's not going to make much difference. Most of these ain't ever really going to get used. The amount of knives I've got. Persia said, I missed yesterday. Fucking work. You're definitely on tomorrow, though, aren't you? Keep asking that. Lewis said, "Did you play Resident Evil 4 much?" Yeah, I did, and I saw the remake trailer yesterday. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that. Yeah, and it looks decent as well, don't it? Funk said, Crocodile Dundee on steroids, bro. That is, ain't it? That one is. Yes, exactly. That's not a warted ribbed thread pleasure. For the new viewers, what these sods are talking about is I've developed a strange little lump on my knuckle, but it's not a wart because it's on the bone. But I think it's either something to do with arthritis or it's a bony spur, because I had gout before, and I reckon I got it. That bony spur has appeared, and I was unaware of it until I accidentally knocked it. Right, so I've got to ban the words wart, wet house. James said, Mike, do you reckon you could make a Fairbairn sights? I have made similar things. See, most of my knives are in that box, and I can't get them, so I got some out of here today. But I could make something similar, definitely. Yeah, I could make something similar. Where's my? Oh, here's another one I made recently. This is the latest one I made. It's not a Fairbairn site, but I forgot about this. This is the latest little knife I made. So this was made from a thing called a weed slasher. So the handle was actually from something else. It was a stealth knife, but they're illegal in the UK now. So I cut the blade off and split the handle down the middle, and then made this. There's a video of this. I made this one last week. Nice little. Again, this is based off of a cold steel Tanto. Made the Tanto blade. And what you do, you just get some kind of pre-hardened and tempered steel. So this won't bend. It's already hardened and tempered. But as long as you keep it cool while you make the knife, it will stay sort of how it was. And then that's a Kydex sheath I made. So if you're interested in stuff like that, making stuff like that, or seeing it be made, stuff like that. You know what, Crypto, how you doing, mate? Gomerick said, my favourite machete is the M48 Kukri. Let me look that up. Oh, that is a nice one. Yeah, they do some very fancy knives. They do, don't they? Them do. Matt Francis, is it worth getting a PS4 in 2022? I've not had a console for a few years. Now I want to kill my boredom. I play on a PlayStation 4. I would say yes. If you can get one cheap, get it. Get it. It's yeah, it's well worth getting. Yeah. I think so. And because the games, what you're going to get with a PS4 and a PS5, depending on what telly you have anyway, the games aren't really going to look much different. Yeah, I would, Matt. They said it's not a wart, it's a triplet that you didn't get born trying to make us escape. For people who don't know, some of you lot might actually know my twin brother. I've got a twin brother, JJR Survival. Yeah. Funky said, mate, true story, I had warts all over my hands. I heard a story, put some stones in a bag and tied the end, chuck it out the car window on the motorway. Think about all the cars driving over the bag. Smashing the stones. All my thoughts went forever. Really well. That is bizarre. I've heard something like a weird thing like that before, though. But I will say, though, it's not a wart. I appreciate the help, but it's definitely not a wart. Now, in all honesty, I can feel that it's the bone. I think it's a bony spur that's either from gout or my family have a lot of arthritis. I have heard a thing like that, though, Funky. I have heard something like that before. Tactical said, prepared to be bored. Or is it bored? Boarded, yeah. Lewis said, I sold my PS5 and went back to the PS4 Pro. Still so many games I haven't got through. Exactly, that's the other thing. There'll be shit loads of games for the PlayStation 4. Dan said, Mike, I've got 70s Martindale machete. What should I do with it? I think I'm doing something with it. Well, I don't know about with a 70s Martindale. It might not be. It might just be worth restoring it. So that would be up to you. Feel free though, James, to send me a picture. Is it like the traditional one that's sort of got like a straight? You'd have to, because there's a few. If you look up the Martindale, I know there's like the traditional Martindale. Yeah, you have to send me a picture, and I'll have a think what you might be able to turn that into if you wanted to. Crypto said, I'm good. I'm having a special guest come pay me a visit. Nice one. What, tonight? You're going to live stream tonight? I'll be on till midnight tonight, which is about 2 hours. So if you can live stream then, I'll catch you. Crypto said, I'm doing... Oh, no, I read that, didn't I? Lewis said, the Pro runs a little cooler and it upscales to 4K TVs and looks really decent, considering I mostly play on a decent PC. PlayStation Pro is amazing, though. That's good, isn't it? That's good. Crypto, show off that beautiful patch. Sadly, I can't. It's in a place where I can't get it. If you'd have reminded me well, you weren't on last night, was you? Oh, yes. Metallic, yes. All right, let me just pull my trousers up before I walk over there, so don't give everyone a fucking flash again. Yes, this is another one I made. So this was inspired by a computer game. And this is a sort of miniature version because the real one would be twice the size of this. But this was made from a weed slasher. So I made the scabbard, which is leather, stitched all along the back, copper chape and collar with these little leather embellishments. But that's one single piece of leather, that. And then you got a weed slasher blade. Yeah, I do like this one. This cut's absolutely lovely if you want to do a bit of bottle cutting and that. I knew he meant that. Said fuck's sake. So sort of spiky guard. And that this again, they don't cost a lot. The most expensive thing in this was probably the bloody the leather. So that's chopping board plastic, HDP chopping boards, full tang, aluminium pommel. Are you right, Born Outside? Thank you for the sub, mate. Thank you. Yes, I can't think what I'm trying to say. I'm glad Funky sent some people over. I appreciate him doing that. It's good of him doing that. Yeah, cheers, mate. And he said, "Gotta go. Nice to see some I know. Just subbed you. WeaponCollector. Take care, Born Outside. Thank you for watching, mate." Crip said, "You're becoming me," showing the crack. Exactly. According to these lot, I gave him a full moon one night. Gomerick said, "Is it sharpened and functional?" Yes, no. Everything I've shown you so far is sharpened, and no, this is sharp. This is sharpened. In fact, if I show you close up, you can see where the edge comes to. So the edge comes to there on both sides, and it's not razor sharp, but it will cut. You can actually, if you go onto my channel, put in bottle cutting, or if you put Witcher sword in for this, you'll see me making it and cutting. If you've ever wanted to do bottle cutting, because some people just want to have a little go at cutting things. I recommend getting the 4-pint milk jugs. Get those because they're bigger. They'll stand up easier. Get a stand that's about, I don't know, foot by a foot, and then you're less likely to knock the thing over. And you can actually cut rings off of it. It's really good fun, actually, but I can't do it now because I've injured my side. But yeah, that will cut rings off of a bottle. And what I mean by rings is I'm slicing, slice a ring off, slice a ring off, slice a ring off. It's really good fun, actually. Thank you, Tactical. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, there it is. Yeah. Homemade Zeriel sword versus bottles. It cuts absolutely. Yeah, all of my stuff, I always sharpen it so it can actually be used. James said, "I still think those tempered shears from Wilco for 586 are a bargain. Tons of uses." Well, that's true. That is a lot of that stuff. I'm always looking out for that kind of stuff. Anything that's. The thing is, if it's a sort of existing tool, it should be good enough to turn it into something else, as long as you keep it cool while you're doing it. And by the way, anyone watching, if you want to just bring up a topic, feel free to. We don't have to talk about anything particular. If anyone wants to just bring something up, if you've got a film or anything. The only thing I don't really do is politics and religion, and I try to keep it light so we can have a laugh because it's evening, isn't it? Where was I? Richard said, "What's the point of being subbed if you aren't going to show the plumber crack mark?" I told you, that's the OnlyFans. If you want to see crack, OnlyFans. Richard said, "The Witcher sword has 95 to 1% carbon in the blade, about the best you can get. Without getting too chippy of a steel." Nice one, Rich. James says, "Slingshot Warrior is having Jesus for dinner." Don't say that.
That's beautiful. That's what we call diarrhea.
That was our good friend Slingshot Warrior. Fuck's sake. Grip said, "A friend that we all know and love will be paying me a personal visit." Ah, nice one. All know and love. All right. All right. All right. I'm trying to think who that is now. Is it? Thank you, James, for like to say. Oh, God. He had a diarrhea attack on a live stream. I couldn't help myself. I said to him, do you mind if I have a clip of that? He said, no, go on. I said, in fact, do you mind if I sent it into some kind of clip show? He said, no, go on, I don't care. I never did, though. Oh, God. Where was I? Fuck's sake. Oh, yeah, I was trying to work out who Crypto's visitor was. Can I guess? I reckon it's Joseph. So it's not Jesus, it's Joseph. It's Jesus' dad. Well, his stepdad. Jesus' stepdad, Joseph. But in all honesty, I'm being truthful. Joseph. Am I right? Is it Joseph? Donald Trump. This video on here was originally about him. I had to have this because I just couldn't believe someone went on the fucking news and said this while Trump was president.
I've never said this out loud before, but I think the president of America is actually a retard.
He actually said that on the live fucking news. Tactical said, "Is it animal, vegetable, or mineral?" No, keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. I've noticed the diarrhea clips are starting to make the viewership suddenly go down now. Let me get the knives back out. Oh, and also, anyone wondering might be thinking, that's strange. Those guns in the background look like a cloth. The issue with that is you have to be careful having any kind of gun on a live stream nowadays, even to the degree where you have to be careful if you hold a crossbow up, because the YouTube bots think it's a gun, and then they can shut your live streams down and stop you live streaming. And, you know, we have a proper good regular thing going here, so I don't want to risk that. So what I had these made anyway. They're banners of what's really there behind it. So I put that up, and then nothing can be said because it's a picture. Yeah, like I say. But it still looks how it's supposed to. But where was I? I saw. Tactical said this stream is worse than last night's. Lol.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Funky said, no shit. Are you serious, bro? Holding a weapon will get a stream pulled. Guns. Knives are all right. It's only guns, Funky. So, yeah, only knives are all right. Crossbows should be, technically by their rules, crossbows should be all right on a live stream. It's only live streams as well. So on a live stream, you're not allowed to hold guns. You're not allowed to talk about websites that sell guns. You're not allowed to talk about selling them. Yeah, it's mad. But I can still hold up stuff like that completely fine. Crossbows. And technically it's actually supposed to be firearms. But as what happened to Crypto 27, he had his live streams taken down holding a paintball gun. So you have to be careful now. Yeah, if it looks like a gun, don't hold it on a live stream. And you can do it on a normal video. You can still shoot on a normal video. But yeah, on a live stream, don't hold anything that looks like a gun. Yeah. Crypto said, I like the party clip. Which one? The party clip of you or the party clip of me? Steve, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it happened. I'll tell you what it was, Funky. It was. I think it was last year or the year before. I think it might have been that Christchurch shooting where he streamed it, or not the Texas one. You know where he was, the Las Vegas one. And after that, they made it so that basically guns and live streams don't go. Although I see people getting away with it quite a lot, but then you get someone like Crypto, who had his live stream taken down for holding a paintball gun. Yeah, it wasn't even a firearm. But the thing is, the fucking mods, not the mods, the bots, sorry, the bots don't know the difference because they probably just use a machine to do it. James said, I'm surprised Tactical's accent doesn't get him pulled from live streams. I agree with you there, I agree. Oh, God. Grip said, that smatchet is a thing of beauty. Thank you. I know you like your smatchets. And Alex said, well, if you shoot yourself in the face, it looks like a pro-suicide chat. Well, it does. Actually, yeah, don't. Well, I've got that clip, haven't I? Bloody hell. Don't say that.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
Again, that's our good friend Slingshot Warrior. But again, see, you can get away with clips for some reason. Clips are okay. You can play a clip. You can play a pre-recorded clip of a gun. That's fine. But I couldn't hold it live. It's bizarre. Lugo, how you doing, mate? You all right? He said, hi, WC, old Looney Tunes fruitcake. Oh, the one with me. All right, so if people don't know, I am a twin, and I went out for a party recently. As I said, the only thing I ever learned from bloody face swap things is it looks like my eyes are never open properly. Oh, God. Thanks, bloody hell. Will be the death of us all one day. Yeah, bloody AI. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, bloody AI will be the death of us one day. Mother said, I'm back in time for a shotgun to the face. Any news from 3D Cabin? What about the design competition? In all honesty, I haven't. I've not messaged him yet. I need to send him the videos. 4x4 fella, how you doing, mate? Thank you for coming over from Funky's. And he said, Funky, look at this, mate. Tesco is rumoured to introduce biometric payment methods. Yeah, that's AI to the next level. That's it. Yeah, so yeah, on a live stream, you have to be careful holding. Because you'll notice I have no issue holding up knives and that. Because they're not mentioned. But yeah, partly why I cover mine up, because I've got no firearms anyway. And if you lot know your firearms laws, you'll know that I can't have a firearm on the wall anyway. But the thing is, these fucking bots, they don't know. They can't tell the difference. So at least if it ever happened to me, I can tell, look, you know, that's a fabric, you know. Luca said, is it legal to live stream your is it legal to live stream yourself stapling your knob to a table with it? Probably not. You'll be surprised what is deemed as acceptable on YouTube though. Because I sometimes do the drunk live streams, I wondered if that could be an issue. So I looked up their rules on drugs and alcohol. And as long as you're not doing highly addictive Class A drugs, this is their wording. If you're not doing highly addictive Class A drugs, you can do anything on like a live stream in regards to drugs. So basically, as long as you're not injecting heroin or probably smoking crack or something, or you know, it's acceptable. Yeah, it's surprising what is acceptable, what isn't in their mind. Where am I? Steve said, not too good tactical, been trying not to moan. Steve, if you want to tell us how you are and you know you're feeling well, feel free to. Lewis said you can't live stream yourself eating a live octopus, but you can hold an air pistol. Oh no, you can live stream yourself eating a live octopus, but you can't hold an air pistol. Yeah, madness. Yeah. A lot of people, these things won't be an issue for, you know, but as I say, because we've got what I do on my live streams, my Friday and Saturday night live streams, it's like a night out sort of thing. Just that someone sounds so weird then. But yeah, this is like, you know, for the people who don't go out to have a drink and that, you can come on here, have a drink, have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? We make this one like that. But I don't mind what we talk about. So it's become like a thing. This is my Friday and Saturday night most of the time now because I don't go to pubs. I try not to drink too often now because I was, I'm a sort of recovering alcoholic sort of thing. I'm a controlled alcoholic nowadays. I can sort of, Funky day. It is like being in a pub, and that's the kind of atmosphere I sort of try and, that's it. On a Friday and Saturday night, you want a bit of a laugh, don't you? I will be having a drink tomorrow, though. Matt and I will be probably getting drunk tomorrow. I'll probably start about 9 and be up till 9. So 9 p.m. to 9 in the morning, know me. But actually, I left that comment for you, Jack, as I happen to agree. What was that? I missed your comment there. Chris said I took a nice stroll today. Do you know what? I wanted to get out for a stroll, but I got up and I did some things. I changed all my bedding, cleaned all that. Had a shave because I had a beard yesterday. If you didn't notice, did some stuff like that, and then I wanted to go for a walk because I've not had a lot of exercise today. It's been weird stuff, not really dedicated exercise. And then I ended up falling asleep from about 7 till 8, yeah, or whenever it was. Might have been 6 till 7, something like that. So I got on for Funky's stream for a bit, about an hour, I think. And said better than the pub because you don't get hassled by men. The toilet is clean, and unless you're a tactical pirate, you can get to bed safely. Exactly. Yeah, because what we do sometimes, I don't know how many of you lot have seen these. They get deleted though, but not these, but the ones I'm about to talk about. Sometimes on a Saturday night we do a late night one, but they get deleted. See, he said, sad day, my fat parrot died, but at least that's a weight off my shoulder. Was that you? Was that a setup? Was you saying you've had a bad day just to set up a bloody joke? Right, that's my fucking thing. That wasn't the sound effect I was supposed to be giving you. Fuck's sake. Hang on. Maybe that one. No, that was wrong. I'll get to it one day. I'll give up. Yes, it's that kind of stream. Get stupid bloody sound effects played. A dwarven beard. Yeah, I did have a full beard, but I prefer having the outsideys, in all honesty. I knew I wasn't going to keep the beard, though, because I don't really... They start to itch after a while with me. Cat said, bloody net went off last night, as well as I was just starting to bore you lot. That was all right last night, and I enjoyed giving you some abuse. Bloody Monday, how you doing, Dan? You all right, mate? James said, I called MI5 and asked them to cut the stream tactical. Steve said, your streams and chats of tactical keep me going at times, Mike. Appreciate all you do very much. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, because the thing is, I know sort of how people feel, because what a lot of you lot get out of these streams, I do as well. You know, not everyone gets to go out and, or doesn't want to. Some people prefer staying in. I prefer staying in nowadays. So yeah, you get a bit of company, you can have a laugh, talk about any old bollocks. Yeah. Thank you, for God's sake, don't talk about the Spyroverse. I'm saving that for a couple of weeks. I don't think tonight's the right night to talk about it. Start talking about that with all the new people, they're going to wonder what the hell we're talking about. They've already been bringing it up early, and I just had to gloss over it. Although, if you want to know what the Spyroverse is, check out my documentary. But even if you just watch the bit that involves the live stream, and then you'll understand the whole thing. Because I put the highlights of the live stream in. It's about 12 minutes long, and then it at least makes some sense. By the way, if anyone likes to look at some of my merchandise, I've got mugs, t-shirts. You could even buy them, these banners, if you wanted to. Mugs, t-shirts, pint glasses. I even sell Johnny Depp Mega Pint if you want one of those. Link is in the description. Or if you put in the word !merch in the chat. Anyone can do this. !merch. The Nightbot will pop the link up. Yeah. Metallic said he's going to make some Spyro Nether Regions merch funky. So he'll have to hang on. So we'll have to forever explain it. Exactly. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to get a really little concise video. It's like 1 minute long or something, or shorter, just to explain it, because it makes no sense to anyone. I'm hoping though that the Spyroverse stuff will become an actual phenomenon, and it'll be as popular. Put it this way: so the Spyroverse, Ouija boards. I'm not going to go on the whole thing, but just for people who are wondering what we're on about, we found out that spirographs are evil, sort of evil things similar to, a Ouija board was originally a toy, and then people found out if you did a Ouija board, you could summon demons and shit. Well, if you do a spirograph in the right pattern, does the same thing. So we've got books printed off. There's a bloody book about it. There's 2 books actually. There's a documentary. I'm making a TV series. Yeah. So basically, we found out that these are as dangerous as a Ouija board. All right. Go on to my channel, look up Spyroverse documentary. I suppose my viewers didn't go down to 20. Mother said, do you sell flamethrowers? Not yet. Funky said, I think more Spyro merch. I'll take off. Oh, God. Steve said, people would think it's weapons chat, Mike, but so much more. Really fun, and a great bunch of people love it. That's the thing, actually. I think essentially that is what sort of people think it's that. It's all going to be weapon related or whatever, but it's not. We just talk about whatever on here. Because you get a lot of people come on here and give me a bit of abuse about stuff. And also the document, it's a comedy. It's not a real, well, it is a real documentary, but it's also a comedy. It's a mockumentary. So yeah, what we're talking about with this Spyroverse stuff, it's a joke. It's our own little in joke, but we're going to make it a real thing. It's already got books printed. I'm going to do merchandise. But yeah, the documentary, it's a joke documentary. Someone will put a link on for the documentary. I'll tell you what, I'll play a little bit of the trailer for the documentary, but I won't play the whole thing because it's about 2.5 minutes long. But here is a trailer for my Spyroverse documentary. Just remember, it's supposed to be funny and a joke. Welcome to the Spyroverse. Opening up some fucking Spyro fucking portal. If you do the wrong pattern, it opens up a portal to another world. The same famous company that makes the Spiral Makers make quite a few other toys, but there is one very famous toy that they make. One that has a very evil reputation. I would keep getting patterns and pictures coming up every single time I tried to click on these videos. It appears it's real. Evil adults tend to be teleported to a place where they are tortured for the rest of their existence.
Have you seen my son? Here's a picture of him the day he went missing.
I've been in here 6 years. Why won't these bastards believe me?
I think at a later date I'm going to have to investigate the asylum a lot more. What can I say about Mark, other than he is probably one of the weirdest people I've ever met.
Some unlucky chap got cut, shall we say, in the groin area, and I was questioned over something called CCC. We can...
Right, that's enough of that. I didn't lose any viewers, which was fucking good though. Nice. Oh God. So there you go. That's the Spyroverse. If you're interested, check out the documentary. Buy the book. There's 2 books now. Get the merchandise when it comes out. James said, Mike's Indian restaurant music. Now I want a biryani. For fuck's sake. Oh God. Yes. Metallic said butt plugs are Dan's territory, Funky, but I don't think he's on it yet. Yeah, they're nothing to do with me. Dan has some obsession with butt plugs. So I said if he wants to do that, he can do that, but I'm not, well, touching them. Yeah, watch it, Funky, one night, watch it. So about half an hour of it is the jokey sort of documentary thing, and the piss take documentary, and then the other half an hour is me reading out the book, the story that Zed wrote. Yeah. But if you watch it's probably not on there, but if you watch the 12 minutes of the live stream, the 12-minute highlight of the live stream, it explains all of where it came from originally. James said we need crinkle cut sex toys. As I say, that's Dan's area, not mine. Steve said my mate was sacked from his job. He was asking if the customers wanted smoking or non-smoking. Apparently they don't like that in a crematorium. For fuck's sake. These are for sale if anyone's interested. They're leather so on morale patches. Knuckle duster with my initials in the middle, WeaponCollector. And if you go onto coffee.com, they're for sale on there. You can just buy them straight off the coffee website. There's some of them, and there's these little key rings as well. There's two of these. There's a black one and a red one. So an actual proper key ring fob thing, you know what I mean? If you want one of them. If you want to donate to the channel but actually want something out of it. About 3 mil leather. Tactical said, until that focused, I thought you were selling malted milk biscuits. Do you know what? I thought the same thing. Honestly, one of them, I thought the same thing. It does look like that. One of them does look like that. What, this one? Get on the coffee.com website, buy it. The link is in the description. Where's the fucking link for that? Where's the link for what's the exclamation mark thing for coffee? Support. Adian, sorry if I butchered your name there. You right, mate? Mr. Guess. Irishman said you should make leather knuckle dusters with your logo on it. For fisting. Fuck off. Let's not go down these lines. Fuck's sake. I don't want this to be the theme of the night. Fuck's sake. Oh, Christ. Who started this? Getting their mod ship took off if it was a mod. Time down for 10 minutes. Talk to Dan, not me. I do not do that line of work. So what's everyone got planned for tomorrow? Got anything planned for tomorrow? As I say, I'll be on here getting drunk. And then we'll do a late night one. I might even do a proper themed one. Like I'm undecided. I was supposed to today change my I was supposed today to add the national anthem on to the intro, but I bloody forgot. Oh. I said your balloons are holding up. Well, yeah, not bad, aren't they? They're still all right. I need to add some more actually. Sunian said, "Will you ever make a Discord server?" Technically, I've got one. The problem is I don't have time to go on there. I've got so many different accounts to things. I don't have time to do Discord. So I tried, even when I joined someone else's Discord, I just never had time to go on it and check things properly. Yeah, so probably not, sadly, but you can message me places though. Matt said, I'm planning on staying in during the storm tomorrow and stuffing my face all day if my body lets me. Adian said, buying more preps and taking wee one swimming. Ah, nice one, nice one. Sorry if I'm butchering your name there, by the way. I don't know what I'll be doing, but in the evening, I'm definitely having a drink. I need one. Alex Saint, how you doing, mate? You all right? Oh, thank you, Steve. Steve just supported me. Because some of you lot might notice there's no super chat. I can't do super chat, so I have to do a separate support thing on coffee.com. But you can leave a little message on there if you want, and I'll read that out. So, like super chat, you can still leave a message. Thank you, Steve. He said, hi, Mike. Just Steve. All the best. Keep it up, mate. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Cheers, mate. And then you get a little video played. And if you're a regular, you can even request one. I could always call you Addy. Addy. There you go. That'll do. Addy. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible. Because the thing is, if it's a name I've never heard said out loud, I often can't work out how they're pronounced. You know what I mean? Alex Saints, how you been, mate? I haven't seen a live in ages. I'm all right. Actually, yeah. Yeah, nice to see you over here, Alex. I've seen you about. I think I saw you on CM Militarias the other day. Adventures with Christopher. That's right, Chris. How you doing, mate? There you go, then, Addy. That'll do. That's it, mate. That's it. Lord Flashart said there was a Discord made for WC and it could have been run by his mods, but he never checked and commissioned by Mike to be operated on his behalf. That's it. I'm too scared to fucking let that happen. I wonder what the fuck you lot will be going discussing on there. So tomorrow I shall not be doing much really. Watching a film maybe and doing a bit of writing on part 2. Nice one. Addy said, seen some of your work. Great. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So how long have you been watching me then, Addy? Did you come over from Funkies? Because there's quite a few people on from Funkies tonight. Yeah. And I've got a twin brother who was, I know some of you lot are into the prepping stuff. My twin brother, JJR Survivor, was on the original UK Preppers documentary. I think Funky was on the second one. Yeah, it's good. I appreciate Funky sending his views over here. That means a lot. He's a good bloke. Mother said, I'm interested in this upcoming Vlad crossbow. I have no idea when they will release it. Yeah, someone asked me about the Steamboat 2. And I'm gonna eventually say to them, it might be worth waiting for the other ones. Alex Saint said, yeah, I've been watching CM a bit recently. Now it's kicking out some proper content. Just been watching movies. Yeah. Zed said, by the way, Mike, did you check out the link I sent you? I didn't get a link, I don't think. Zed, when was that? Today? I'll have a look in a minute. Lamb Mayo, how you doing, mate? You all right? Sunian said, Mother, I don't see the appeal personally, bud. Yeah, Funky's a good, but I'll be honest, I've known him for years on here. Absolute years and years. Sunian said, for the price of a Vlad, I'd get an adder personally. But it's up to you. Yeah, I can't, in all honesty, I can't remember which one's which. Like, it's hard. I know the difference between the Vlad and the adder, but I can't remember. Is the Vlad the EK archery one? Tactical said, Mike, did you get my Twitter message? Don't you start? I don't actually trust Tactical now. Joking. Right. He's making me go on bloody Twitter for nothing. Oh, no, hang on. There is a message. Oh, no. There you go. There you go. No, I didn't. I'm just getting it now, Tactical. I see. I almost didn't trust you then. I'll have to have a look later. I'll have a look after this, Tactical, but I'm sure it wouldn't bother me in the slightest. No, I didn't see that message. And Zed, I'll have to check. I'm going to have to, it maybe went to spam, Zed, because I've not had a message off of you with a link in it. Did you, what, as in like an email? Where did you send a link, Zed? I've not got one. Alex, and how's your gut? Are you able to do a full dance? You know what? My guts are playing up a bit actually, but not too bad. I can get in the shed because I got in the shed and made this recently, so I can. Just got to be a little bit careful. The funny thing is, it was after I did a bit of cutting with this that my side started hurting again, which was annoying. Now, man, so what do you think of the Steamboat AR6? That's the one I was thinking of. If I had to buy the Steamboat AR6 or the Vlad, I'd buy the Vlad because the AR6 is still really just a really old. The mechanism is still the really old style, whereas the Vlad, I think, has the modern trigger mechanism and safety mechanism, stuff like that. Mother said, I have the adder, just want something small and fast. Sorry. The adder is like a full-size crossbow. Exactly. Yeah, they call the adder a pistol. That is not a pistol crossbow in the fucking slightest. It's as big as a Jaguar crossbow. Oh, sorry, Zed. I did get that, and I did click on the links, and I've bookmarked that page now, and I'm going to listen to them one night because they sound fucking fascinating. Yeah, the Clark Ashton Smith stuff. Yes, I did. Metallic said, yeah, I read it in the restaurant after my breakfast, and I'm sure you can imagine which part made me laugh out loud. Oh, that's one about Zed's book there. Alex said, yeah, I've fucked up my left thumb. Some reason the joint is hurting whenever I bend it. Yeah, it's really annoying when you want to do stuff and then you have injuries like that. Especially if you're not used to having them. You know, as you get older, you start getting these things anyway. But yeah, my sides fucking drives me mad. Flares up for no reason, and there's probably there's not a lot they can do about it, I doubt. Yeah. I reckon if I lost weight though, that would help, because I've got a lot of weight on my gut, and I don't think that helps the muscles healing properly. So Ian said, why doesn't Steamboat put a compound limb on one of their pistol crossbows? In all honesty, recurve limbs for things that are probably better anyway, because the problem is, as soon as you start having to replace parts for compounds, it's smaller, but it will then cost more. It's a lot harder to maintain. If they break, the whole thing's completely fucked. You know, the end of it's fucked, where you can just buy a new limb. Very difficult to change the strings. But yeah, I would always go personally with a recurve crossbow any day. But yeah, thank you, Zed. I looked on it and I thought that sounds excellent, because what I did, I looked up Clark Ashton Smith and then I went on to images, and there was some images inspired by his work, and man, that stuff looks brilliant. It looks amazing. If that's what people are imagining from his stories, I love that kind of stuff. More flash. The problem isn't the limb on the Steamboat pistol crossbow. It's the ancient shit plastic trigger mechanism. That's it. Oh, and the other thing with the new Steamboat, it comes as standard with a £55 limb. So if you want this so-called more powerful limb, you have to pay extra. So the AR6 is as weak as the old style crossbows. Not like the adder in that, not the adder, sorry. The Horizon Redback and the Tomcat 2 are actually £80, whereas the AR6 is £55. And to get the £90 limb, you have to pay extra. And as Lord Flashart said, it's got that old system of where the string just sits in a groove. And that's outdated nowadays. And the string wears quicker, and yeah. Alex said, I was actually looking at getting a crossbow, just never shot one. I'm not sure if it's something I'd like to spend loads of money on. Yeah, if you get a crossbow, do not buy an expensive one straight away. If you're going to get a full-size crossbow, or what people call a rifle crossbow, get something like a Mark 1 Jaguar. They're less than £100, and very little to go wrong on them. Really easy to maintain. So that's a Jaguar. Mark 1 Jaguar, I think they're called. What are they called? Can someone get the proper name for the Jaguar that I'm talking about? And then for pistols, I would recommend getting something like a Horizon Redback. That's probably the best, most powerful standard pistol crossbow you can get. Because I would say get a Tomcat 2, but you can't get them now. and then see how you like them. And the redback is about. I'm going to risk getting one down because most of the time I get away with it. But I'll just keep saying it's a crossbow. A redback, very good crossbow. By the way, this is a crossbow YouTuber's crossbow. And you can put accessories on it, which I make these accessories. So this is a cocking aid bayonet, which helps you. So you don't have to just put 2 fingers on. You can hold it with your whole hand. But it also works as a bayonet. I make these quivers. But why I'm talking about this is this crossbow can have a lot of accessories on it. So bayonet, cocking aid, quivers. I'll show you what my Tomcat 2 looks like. Look at this. This is a fully kitted out Tomcat 2. So you've got cocking aid bayonet, foregrip, quiver, sling, stock extender, sight, flashlight that lights up the. I had a little bit of cobweb on there, then, didn't it? Yeah. The amount of accessories you can get on these new ones, brilliant. And I also sell things like broadhead bolts. So what you just saw then, I actually sell those. I sell those slings. I also sell the quivers and the bolts. They're for sale now, and I've got one available at the minute. And there's one of that's a different style one, but that's a bayonet for it. But they're really a cocking aid. I sell those if people want them for those. But yeah, these modern crossbows, modern pistols, you can add so many accessories to them. It's amazing. Funky said, bloody old man's 15 minutes into the documentary and then notice it's on for over an hour. What's the rest of the time? Yeah, half an hour of it is the sort of proper jokey documentary, and then the other half an hour is me reading out a book. So I'd recommend watching the book reading bit, Funky, but at the same time you don't need to watch that bit if you just want to know about the story, if that makes sense. Sunian said, I just bought a hunting compound crossbow, waiting for it to get delivered. Hopefully it's not prone to breaking. Hey, hopefully it's all right. Lord Flashart said, Horizon Redback, XR, Vlad, Tomcat 2, Tron are pretty much the only worthwhile pistol crossbows with reasonable power and proper trigger mechanism that can take 120 pounds tested or even potentially more. Alex Saint said, guessing it's unrestricted. Yeah, crossbows are completely unrestricted in the UK. Yeah, they're worth getting. Jed said, these are crossbows, not guns, just for the algorithm. Yes, thank you. Addy said, brilliant. I just bought a wee self-cocking Cobra first one. They're well worth getting. I'd recommend, if that's your first one, get one of them, see how you like it. And then if you really, really get into them, get a redback. Yeah, and they're like the best you can get. DB, how you doing, mate? He said, how do we buy the cocking aids for the redback? Emailed a couple of times, but didn't hear back. Right. It might be, can you get hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter via the messaging service on there? Because the problem is, what happens is, people message me. When I message them back, my email seems to disappear when it goes to them. Because I think something's happened, and I think my email service, I think they think I'm sending out spam. So that, because a lot of the emails are just copy and pasted, because for a reply, I just put the price in, and people don't get my reply. So if you can do some kind of instant messenger. But what I could do, DB, keep an eye out on my coffee.com website, my donations thing, because I can sell my merchandise on there. But I might, for the cocking aids, I might just have to put something on that doesn't look like a knife. So maybe I'll just show the handle or something, say cocking aid, just write cocking aid, and you can actually buy it through that website, just like that, like you would off of eBay. But give me about 2 weeks time, because the only one I've got is that one, and a lot of people weren't really interested in these ones because it's a bit different. But I've actually got all of the stuff ordered to make a load, and I'll be making them within the next couple of weeks. The stuff should have arrived already, so I reckon I'll get it tomorrow potentially, and then next week I'll start making them. So yeah, the best way to get hold of me is on some kind of instant messenger, because emails just don't seem to work properly for me now, sadly. Alex said, follow WeaponCollector on Twitch for that juicy content. 4x4 said, get them while you can. Yes, exactly. Yes. Funky said, I watched the link you posted earlier, and I don't know how Mike keeps a straight face. Even had all the the black suit like the most honest. Exactly. AA gets it. Yes. I was doing my Derek Akora impression. Oh, God's sake. Hello, not to see. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. He said, did you ever get around to making some bolts for the adder? What bolts were they? Yeah, thank you, D. But yeah, I've had a nightmare. It's really, really frustrating that I get loads of people saying to me, you know, can I buy a cockinade? And I send them back the message and then nothing. And I think mine aren't getting to people because I just copy and the problem is I copy and paste the link and the message, sorry, and there's also a link in it. So it's a copy and pasted message that gets sent out loads of times and it has a link in it. And I don't think they like it. So yeah, if you can add me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, they all have an instant messenger. Or even coffee.com has one. So if you're looking for description to this video, there should be links to all of my accounts, or if you go onto my channel and look on the about section, all of the links are there. Even coffee.com has a instant messenger thing, I think. Addy said, definitely wanting a sling and a cocking handle, please. There's only one thing, they don't fit the older crossbows. They'll only fit the red back. The sling will fit it, but my cockinades will only fit the newer ones. But if you get hold of me, Addy, I'll look into it and see what of my stuff will fit your crossbow. Lewis said Mary loves dick. Well, my thoughts, a Telegram is good for communication if you're not on it. Yeah, I'm not. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, loads of people, because I even do custom made. You can't get broadhead bolts for pistol crossbows, or well, you can, but they're very either very expensive or not very good. So I actually make my own and sell them as well. But yeah, Lord Flashart said, Mike, keep that square bayonet for me. When the Vlad comes out, I'll try and jerry rig it onto it. All right, Lord Flashart, will do. Because a lot of people aren't really interested in that one. I just made it because, because I was making one at the time. Mother said, it's good to see more and more options for pistol crossbows with magazines on the market. Exactly. Funky said, you can get Telegram account with email and you can hide your phone number. Ah, nice one. Yeah, I have an absolute nightmare with the bloody messages. Fucking a lot of sales just disappear. There's I can't believe he managed to make a career out of blagging everyone. Oh, what, Derek Cora? Yeah, but do you know what always cracks me up? The thing that is absolutely hilarious to me is Derek Cora got sacked for faking. Well, it's all bollocks. Everything they do is bollocks. Yeah. I thought that's disgraceful that they sacked him because he was faking it. Well, every single thing in that show is fucking bollocks. You know, they got the nerve to sack him because he's fucking faking things. Yeah, not like all of you ain't fucking faking it. Fuck, chucking stones like the fucking off camera. Thank you, fucking 4x4 and that. Yeah, I'll look into that. But, yeah, I've an absolute nightmare. So, and also, if you do look for me on other accounts, my name is always WeaponCollector, or if some bastard's already stolen that, it'll be WeaponCollector Mike. So WeaponCollector or WeaponCollector Mike. But if you just search weapon collector one word, how I've got it written. So if you just put it in like that, even on Google, most of my accounts should come up as either weapon collector or weapon collector Mike. Bloody Monday said, what have you been up to today, then, buddy? Nothing really, in all honesty. Had a shave. Cleaned my bed sheets. That's it. James said, run your emails through Mail Genius. It'll flag up any issues with your email setup. James, could you email me that? And then I'll remember. I'll look into that. Funky said, oh my God, the most haunted show was so fucking fake. It was ridiculous. Exactly. Yeah, and then Derek Okora gets sacked for being fake. It's total bollocks. Everything in that show was total bollocks. Yeah, I always thought that was really fucking, I can't think of the word, but it was fucking, fucking sacking Derek Okora for faking things. The whole fucking thing's fake. Tactical said, Mike has a Russian spirit guide. It's called Smirnoff. That's how I couldn't talk then. No, mine's just vodka. We're not doing any of the Russian. I'd say that's not the right thing to do. Yeah. Alex says, so gutted you never made a Jubilee flag, WC flag. Have Lizzie with a Foster's in her hand. Well, don't worry, there's still another night coming. There's still another night. I may be putting out all the stocks for tomorrow. I may have a suit on. I may have a Union Jack bowler out if it fits my head. Green screen may be up. I might be with the Royal, with the Royals and everything. Lewis said the Queen posing like Lenny McLean with 2 knuckle dusts on her face. Funky said, I've been in a real haunted house, mate. I know what's real. Most haunted, my ass. Exactly. The time I laugh myself the way you auto-corrected yourself before anyone gets the chance to say anything. That's fake. Oh, God. It's been another good night tonight. I've enjoyed it. I'll still be on for another hour. I could potentially go on to 12:30 tonight. But tomorrow will be a drunk stream. What I don't tell people can actually join these if they want to, but normally on these ones, I don't bother. Funky, has anyone ever seen a ghost? I haven't. I'll tell you, in my opinion, I've never seen anything like that. But if I told you the story of what I have experienced, some people would say that is, but I don't think it is. So the closest I've ever seen to anything like a ghost is, I don't think it was a ghost personally, but other people say it probably, was or it was something. I was in my kitchen, and so there's my kitchen, there's the hallway, and then to the side is my front room. And I can't remember if this was the evening or not, but I stood in my kitchen and I saw a shadow run out of my front room and run at me enough. It scared me enough to go, oh, like that. And because I thought something was running at me. Yeah, that's when I jumped. Oh, fucking hell. And it seemed to disappear as it ran at me. But I've always just been convinced that's my, I used to drink a hell of a lot and, experiment with drugs. So I often think it's just my mind playing tricks on me. And what I didn't really see anything. Or it might have just been, it could have been anything. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of people say, no, that's a shadow man or something. James said, if you want, I can help you out. I deal with a Comtech all day. I'll email you and Zoom you next week. Send me a message. We'll see what happens. But I appreciate that, James. That said, going to start making ghost videos, exploring here in Cornwall. Nice one. 4x4 said, Funky, thought I saw one in Wales one night on a hike in Snowdonia, but it was just a sheep. My granddad, he swears, he's been dead since the late 80s, I think, but he reckons he saw the ghosts of those classic sightings of Romans, ghosts of Romans marching. He reckons he's seen that, and my aunt, his daughter, swears blind that if he says that's what he saw, and he's not the kind of person to sort of bullshit about it. Because this is my opinion on ghosts and stuff like that is I've never seen anything like it. And, you know, you'd be very hard pushed to prove it to me. But I believe that people 100% have seen something. And, you know, because I've seen something, it's just I don't think it's a ghost. You know what I mean? I believe people have seen things, and if they want to, you know, if their interpretation of that's a ghost, that's what they saw. They saw a ghost. But you know what I mean? I think it's a very, because there probably are things we can't see properly and shit like that, or it could be residual energy from people, you know, living in the house and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, my granddad swears to fucking God he saw Roman ghosts marching. Lord Flashart said, Mike, 350 grain bodkin adder bolts with value knock for the 206 round limb is slowly coming along. Takes time as need to heat the shaft to melt the glue for the original knock and insert or it cracks the shaft. That sounds good, mate. That sounds good. Tactical said, I've also seen Saxon type soldier on the battlements of a local castle, full mail. Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? It's absolutely bizarre. Frank said, yeah, I've heard of sightings around old forts too. Lord Flash had knackered a couple of shafts so far, so I need to take my time and drill them out. Once I've got through them, there's a couple with your name on them for you. Nice one. You know what? I still need to do those tests I was going to do. I'll get round to all my tests eventually. Oh, by the way, this is another thing. Every now and then I do sort of spooky ghost themed streams where you can email me in a true story and I'll read it out and stuff like that, or you can make a video and I'll include that on it and we do a live stream of it. I'm going to do one soon, but it's going to be more of a jokey one. It's going to be a Spyroverse themed one. But yeah, so keep an eye out on that. Every now and especially at Halloween. Halloween, I always do a proper horror themed live stream with true, because I've people have put in some really fucking fascinating, horrible stories. You know, Bob's experience with living in a haunted house, I tell you, that was fucking horrible. And I believe 100% what he says. You know what I mean? What he says happened. You know what I mean? It's just as I say, I've never experienced anything like it. And I think even if I did, I'd still say it wasn't. But yeah, Bob's experience that he had, fucking hell. I could not live in a house like that. It's horrible. That if you look on my videos for Halloween live stream, I've only ever done 2 of them because we only started it recently. I think Bob's is on the second one near the beginning. Horrible story. He reckons he lived in a haunted house for a couple of years, him and his mum. And it was fucking horrible, the things he said. Addy said, I think I did, or something just before the lorry I was in crashed into the road sign. I wasn't driving. I saw a woman in a long white dress and she was pulling it as it was caught in the lorry. Yeah, that's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? And as I say, I totally believe that when people say they've seen it, they have seen it. Yeah. Zed said, yeah, thank you, Zed. He said, if you like the true ghost stories, have a look at Mike's second from last Halloween. Actually, no, I have done more than... Actually, yeah, I've done 3, haven't I, Zed, I think, didn't I? Funky said, had chairs piled up behind the bedroom door in that old cottage in... what's that? Bosham? My partner said she'd never seen anyone so freaked out. Well done, Myodin, mate. True story. Yeah. Do you know what, Funky? If you ever want to tell that story on camera, and then I'll put it, you know, you can you put it on your own if you want, but I know you don't really do those kind of videos, do you? If you ever wanted to do a little video of that for for this year's Halloween video, and then I'll get a copy of it and put it in this live stream, a long live stream, I think people would love that. Yeah. Every year now I do a Halloween themed live stream where we talk. It depends how many people if I've got a lot of new viewers, I can get new stories. But yeah, it's all true stories. Sometimes people will go on camera. Sometimes people will email me and I'll read it out. Thank you, Tactical. Yeah, and there's the video there. some of those stories, as I say, Bob's story, and you know what, Bob's sounds a bit like yours, Funky. I'd struggle to live somewhere like that. I would. I'd absolutely struggle to live somewhere like that. I'd do my head in. No. Yeah, it's well done, my head in. Yeah, I bet it fucking does. I bet it does. I understand why people might take a drink and stuff like that. Yeah. Funky said, "Yeah, 100%. Remind me. Oh, nice one, Funky. I'll do that when it gets a bit closer. About a month before, I'll remind you. Yeah, and all you got to do is just film yourself telling the story, upload it unlisted on YouTube, and I'll download it, and then you can delete it, and then I'll put it in the thing, and then if you wanted to, you could mention to your viewers that you're going to be in this Halloween thing, and I'll tell you what, people are really interested in that kind of stuff, and these Halloween videos are really fun, actually. We have, yeah, I think they're fascinating, and I have a little bit of a laugh with it. I put, you know, not always, they're serious, but at the same time, I'll add a little bit of a, you know, I'll add some kind of element into it for a bit of interactivity, sort of thing. James said, remind me to, I forgot to send you my ghost experience. I'll do that, James. What I'll do is about a month before or more, I'll do a video asking for the stories anyway. Because if I don't do that, but I've had people send in video clips of doing sort of ghost hunting. I've had people send in pictures and audio recordings, all that kind of stuff. So it's really interesting stuff. And it don't have to be, you know, massively, because as I say, I've not really experienced anything, so I didn't really got a lot to say. But even if you've just got a little short one, you can still add that in. Matt said, just found out there's stalls and a fete in the gardens next door to me tomorrow, so might have to nose around that if the weather is okay. That sounds good, Matt. What to do with the Jubilee? Oh, I've got fucking like hiccups. But yeah, tomorrow there'll be drinking stream.
Pisshead.
Funky's gonna have to shoot, mate. Bed's calling me. Been fun. Yeah, thank you for joining in, Funky, and thank you for sending over some of your viewers. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah. Take care, have a good sleep, and hope you feel better soon. See you later, mate. Cheers for joining in. Matt said, yeah, all that rubbish, mate. What you didn't see earlier. I don't. But the thing is, have we mentioned the Jubilee once tonight? We haven't. I know the title says that, but I did that title just to make people watch it. You know what I mean? Because people will be searching Queen's Platinum Jubilee. They'll see this and think, oh, I'm going to check that out. We've not spoke about it once, have we? Even yesterday we didn't. Not really. See you, Funky. Good night, mate. Phil has just donated. Let's go see if he's left me a message. All right. Sent you a load of ghosts. Thank you. What the fuck? What did I say, Metallic? What did I say? Oh, chaps. No, Funky said chaps. Yes. Chaps and chapesses, I suppose he means. Thank you. What the fuck? Cheers for that, mate. Have you got a particular clip you want played? That's been good tonight. I've enjoyed tonight. I really enjoyed last night as well. No, most, unless I'm in a really bad mood, I always enjoy them. Fucking hell. You know why I'm in a good mood, don't you? I know what's coming up tomorrow. Got something to look forward to. Fuck's sake. Sorry if you can hear my fucking stomach going. Zed said Boris got booed when he went to the service. I saw that. I did see that. This will be me tomorrow. Thank you, Addy. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. He said, glad I found you. Enjoy the info and banter. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, we tried to keep it as what I try to be different to some of like Funky. He likes to be, you know, he gets you the information out there, teaches you some stuff. So I try because it's a later night one, have a bit of a laugh, talk about whatever you want to a degree. There are some things we don't, you know, try to keep it light and have a laugh, like you would if you was at the pub sort of thing. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it, mate. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I haven't had a proper drink for a while. Nice one. Yeah. I'll be looking forward to you coming on. Yeah, it'd be good. That's not me jumping to conclusions that you are definitely coming on though either, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Having a chat. No, I need a good drink. To be honest. It's how I escape reality for a bit. But yeah, but one good thing about this live stream, you do still learn some things. Go on a bit quiet. Right, I played my little my advert quickly. And he said, yeah, best chat in a while. Thank you. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we have a good laugh on here. Right, if anyone wants to support the channel, you can. It's really easy. I'm going to play a little 30-second advert just to show you how to do it. Because some people would like to donate, but they don't know how. This is how it takes PayPal and debit and credit cards now as well, if you wanted to. But you don't have to. No one has to donate. And the link is in the description and the chat. Right, see you in 30 seconds. Don't go nowhere. So I was reading the comments then. Tantra said, good. I've avoided it so far. So I missed that gem. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. I wonder what you were talking about. My dad is doing the WC ad dance. Oh, such sake. Jordan, he said, enjoying the content, been a subscriber for a while, love the banter. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start pumping up more normal videos soon because, as you lot know, I would normally try and do at least 2 or 3 what I call normal videos a week. So I always do 2 live streams unless I'm doing something, and then I'll try and get about 2 or 3 normal videos up. But the last couple of weeks I've not managed to just because I've been so busy. The problem is this week kids was off school, and then this stuff, and it just It meant I couldn't do normal videos. Until I hear the new Top Gun movie is pretty good, but I still give it a miss. I ain't got no interest in Top Gear. You know what I mean? I've never not Top Gear, Top Gun, Top Gear. I've never seen the original. I don't think I don't mind Tom Cruise, but I'm not a fan of his. You know what I mean? Right, James has just donated. Let's see if he's sent one in just for an insult. Oh god, there's the fucking link. Right. James said throw on some bottom clips and Slingshot Warrior doing sit-ups. That's what you want. All right, there you go. This is one of our fellow YouTubers. He does most of the weird clips I put on are the same person, you'll notice. Because he's highly entertaining. This is our friend Slingshot showing you how to do sit-ups. I can't find the video. How has that gone? So yeah, if you need a new sit-up routine, pay attention.
Okay, dokie. Well, this is my workout routine.
Yeah, hang on. I was just getting distracted by something. Yeah, Rebecca, thank you for the donation. I'm gonna have to check that you've not got put in the thing like been blocked by mods or something. That's strange. Tactical said Mike the original would take your breath away. Fuck's sake. That's one of the songs on it, isn't it? You know, one of the donators sent me a message and I really enjoyed the channel, but don't think I can see their comments. I don't think I can. That's a shame. But I'll look into that. Alex Saint said, have you seen the picture I sent you on Instagram? I'll have a look in a second. Hang on. I just got to do a couple of things. 20 things at once now. Hang on. Right. Yeah, Rebecca, if you can hear me tonight, on that message, send me what your YouTube account is. Send me a link or your YouTube account name, and I'll check it. I'll check it for you. Because it's a shame if you can't you know, if you watch but you can't comment, you know. Because I know sometimes there's an issue with when we're doing the late night streams, the proper late night ones, and sometimes it's going a bit hectic. Sometimes people end up getting blocked by the mods, you know, for things that might not necessarily be sort of block worthy, in my opinion. I do appreciate the mods, by the way. Matt said, might go watch some of the Gordon Ramsay on here in a minute. Funny him swearing. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay can be quite funny, actually. Alex said, I'll check out your thing in a minute. Dad said, join us, other female, join us. Dad said, that explains why I've been wondering who Rebecca is. Oh, when I keep saying Rebecca. Yeah, so this Rebecca was donated about 3 times last night and joined Patreon, so you'll see her name on there now. Actually, no, it's a different name on there. Because the account was a different account name. And it will turn out later that the account name's not even Rebecca. That's just because sometimes people use like their girlfriend's account, so it might not even be a woman, Metallic, so don't get your hopes up. Because the Patreon name wasn't that. Yeah. Hopefully I can sort it out so you can comment. Anonymous supporter. No, because it's a shame, especially if they are a proper supporter, which they are. I always said this. There hasn't really been a good movie out since A Short Bus. I still haven't seen that. John says, can I use nunchucks? Oh, no, I've never bothered trying to. I have got some. I've got some nunchucks, but I've never no, I've never bothered trying with them. Dad said, at least I'm not guilty, Mike. I don't go on the late night ones much. There you go. It might not be that case. It could be many things, but that'd be a shame though. But yeah, that's not something I sort of actively know about, if that makes sense. That she'd been blocked. But you never know. You never know. You have to be a little bit careful sometimes. Falcon Punch, how you doing, mate? You all right? I'll have to reply. I'll actually, yeah, because I can reply to this message. Right, I'm going to open that up in a separate thing. Right, done. I'll reply to them later. Right, back on properly now. Lord Flashart said, I never regained mod status. It was taken away, disappeared, and had therapy for a few weeks and came back to the gang being mods again. Still seeing a counsellor to deal with that, Mike. Actually, none of them are actually supposed to be mods. They said I'm too lazy to take it away. And seeing as I'll be doing a late night one tomorrow, I might as well just leave them all as mods again. But I might take it all away again Monday. So yeah, don't get too comfortable, mods. I think there was a little period recently where there was quite a few weird trolls coming on, so I needed the mods back again for a bit. Lord Flashart, you can't be trusted anyway. You keep coming on with all these fake names. You come on with these fake. Actually, no, I should make him a mod again because when he comes on with the different names, I know it's him. James said, demod them all. Make them work for it. Oh, God. Metallic said to Matt, if you want advice, do not start watching that film where you're looking at a cream egg. Alex said, Mike, don't forget. Tactical said, take my mod away. Oh, way. Stop that again. Oh, for Christ's sake. Instagram. You want me to look at it while I'm on the stream then? No Flashart. That's what made it even funnier. George modding your stream. Actually, that was funny. Yeah, because people actually really thought it was him as well. Fuck's sake. You all right, John? How you doing, mate? God fucking save me. It's the Queen holding up a Foster's and got a fist up. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Oh, and Alex, I have, when did you send, did you buy a keychain thing before? Because they're on my thing now if you wanted to buy one, but I think that's an old comment in it from February. Did you get one of the key rings? What's the weather like where you lot are? It's quite hot now, isn't it? It's hot this evening. But actually, yes, I forgot about George Sprouse modding. People believed it. Yeah, Alex saying if you go on coffee.com right now, on my coffee.com thing, you can buy them things now if you wanted to. Yeah. John said down in a few, mate. Upper mad, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink tomorrow. Saving it for tomorrow. Unopened vodka, distilled and bottled in the UK. Yes, none of this foreign crap. Joking. Fuck's sake, Tactical, you shut it. And he said it's hot in the city tonight. I suppose that's another song from that fucking film, is it? In fact, I have a ton of telly to catch up on now, man. Could have done with suggestions while I was away. Yes. Alex said, I do need a keyring, to be fair, so I'm definitely going to have a look. Addy said, hot here in the Highlands for at least 2 days. Ah, right. Grovesy said, I'm a wine guy. Yeah, vodka for me. Vodka and tonic or vodka and water. James said, mods used to get beat up in the Brighton by rockers. Yeah, I'm going to have to message that Rebecca or whoever. Sort that out. It's a shame. I do remember them coming on here, though, so it must have been something like that. Grovesy, I love chocolate vodka. I never had that. I don't like stuff that's too sweet. Yeah, The Mandalorian, Addy, and the Book of Boba Fett. I've not seen them yet, but I do want to watch those eventually. Tactical said it's 24 degrees in here tonight. I'm sweating like Mike in front of a judge. Shut it. I ain't had to do that for a long time. John said, what's your take on catapults? I can't shoot them to save my life, but I think catapults are very good. They're viable hunting. They are a viable hunting implement, and with the right bands and the right fucking ammo in it, they could seriously hurt someone or more. Yeah, but I can't hit a fucking. I can't even hit something that big of a catapult. I think I'll watch the Ultimate Surrender Wrestling after this. Yeah, check it out. Someone Google. I recommend you Googling Ultimate Surrender Wrestling. Check it out. I'll just Google it now. And then go to Ultimate Surrender Wrestling and go to images. Metallic, I wouldn't recommend it though. I don't know. You might be that way inclined. I don't think you are. Lord Flashart, fuck that. Get the real imported vodka. Steal a larder and start blasting Slavic hard base while racing a tank. For Christ's sake. Lugo, how you doing, mate? He says Star Wars are all shite for kids. It's just a bit of escapism, isn't it? You know, just a bit of escapism. I like a lot of things. Freestyler, how you doing? He said, what's the best advice for a huge hangover, son? Right. In my experience, you cannot get rid of a hangover no matter what you do. If you got one, you got one. So I started drinking vodka and water because the hangovers are they're much more milder. Yeah, drinking vodka and water, so much more mild. So I would say drink plenty of water while you're drinking. Like every now and then drink a pint of water to at least make the hangover the next day not as bad. But I've never been able to get rid of a hangover. I know how to make them a little bit more bearable. But partly because when I wake up, I think half the time I'm still drunk. Lewis said, always thought sling bows were a good evolution from catapult. Yeah, you're right there. They are. You're right. I'm looking forward to watching the new Obi-Wan series when a few episodes are out. Gravesy said, have you seen the Obi-Wan Kenobi? I haven't. I've been watching snorkeling early on TV. A good device. The elastic spear, exactly. You all right, Jamie? How you doing, mate? I'm telling your warning came too late, Mike. You should have known that if Irishman was recommended something, it should not be trusted. There you go. He's just written lol metallic. You can never trust me with a weird sense of humor. Yes. Next time Irishman recommend anything, think about it first before you search it. He got me with it originally. That's why I like it. There you go. Said hangover cure, and I swore to swim. And Eddie said iron brew. 4x4 said, going to DOS down, mate. I'm tuning in tomorrow night and have a couple with you lot. Got loads of catching up to do on your channel. Thank you for watching 4x4. I appreciate that, mate. See you tomorrow. Good night. Good night. See you later, mate. James said, Mike, if you had to create a portable knife making kit that fit in a rucksack, what tools would you need? Electric is allowed. You know what? The most basic thing you need to make a knife, in my opinion, is an angle grinder. But you do need something that can grind metal. Yeah, you do need something that can grind metal. But an angle grinder, I could do most of it with an angle grinder. An angle grinder, a couple of files, some sandpaper. You might need a drill depending on if you can get a piece of metal with the holes in it already. Dad said, I find that half a pint of water in a vitamin pill before going to bed stops getting a hangover. It works for me anyway. Well, that will definitely make it more bearable. I think also that depends how much you drink. If you drink 26 units in one night, I think that it's impossible not to get a hangover. You know what I mean? If you drink 12 pints of lager in one night, I think it's impossible not to have a hangover. I think that can make a difference as well. But I've noticed drinking vodka and water, though, my hangovers are so much more milder. I still get a proper hangover, though, but not like the fucking sort of bedridden fucking things I used to get. The best hangover cure is to kiss a warty finger 3 times. Kiss it, yeah. John said, I drink wine at the moment, but I've been drinking beer for years, then started getting fucking IBS. Too much fucking buzz in the can. Yeah, yes. Jordan said, best hangover cure is to carry on drinking. Yes. Yeah, if you want to become an alky, you do that. Irishman said, I like to wait until the series is nearly over, because I like to watch an episode a night. I started Halo when there was only a few episodes, and it drove me mad. Yeah, I prefer letting a series be finished before I watch them half the time. I am going to drink tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to drink that tomorrow. And it probably will be all of that. In fact, I'm thinking I might have to get a couple of beers in as well. Alex said, failing the hangover, just take another shot and wait for tomorrow. You deal with the pain. John said, do you have any weapons that get you into trouble? No, nothing. But the thing is, if you have anything that my house has been raided over the years about 5 or 6 times, maybe 7. I don't know. They've changed. They've banned a load of stuff, so I had to destroy a load of stuff. I've not got a single illegal thing in this house because the police can now come around your house, and if they find one illegal item, as in weapon, they can take all of your legal stuff as well, which for me would probably be more than £10,000 worth of stuff or more. If I sold all my stuff, it'd probably be about 15 grand worth of stuff. I've not spent that much on it though. And then you would have a massive, massive trouble getting it back, because what they do, they take it on the basis of crime prevention, crime reduction or something. So they've caught you with illegal weapons. We'll take them all now. And then you get arrested. They don't charge you with anything. And then they say, right, if you want your stuff back, you're going to have to go to court and get a solicitor to get it all back. And it's classed, it's not classed as a criminal case. It's a, what the other case is, a civil case. If it's a civil case, you cannot get legal aid for it. And when this actually happened to my brother, he asked the solicitor how much it would cost, and he said it would probably cost you about £1,000 a time each time you go to court. You're going to have to go to court at least 3 or 4 times as well. So they're gonna make you pay about 4 grand to get your stuff back. I would never be able to afford that. So the easiest thing to do is just get rid of everything that's legal. Just be legal. You know what I mean? I don't need. There's no point having a load of illegal crap anyway. Because the other thing is, if you've got a load of illegal crap, you have to hide it. But if I've got to hide it, there's no point having it. So I just destroyed it. Cut all my knuckle dusters up. Everything, the stuff that's illegal. Because I've got plenty that's legal. You know what I mean? Freestyler said the best thing to do is eat a lot of food, take a lot of vitamins. Yeah, all of that, you're right. Food, vitamins, stuff like that, are multivitamin. All of that stuff 100% definitely helps. Yeah, it does help. But I think depending on how much you drink, you're always going to get a hangover no matter what you do anyway, if you drink enough. Actually, my worst hangover was after a breakup. I was too pissed. I thought a bottle by my bed was water. It was white cider. Fuck's sake. Tactical said, so when I woke up thirsty during the night, I took a swick. Oopsie. Have you missed much? I don't know, Dan. It depends what your class is missing much. I don't know. It's been the usual night, been the usual bollocks. But yeah, you did get a couple of mentions about butt plugs. Hugo says, said online that you hide all the weapons in the garden. Free vegetable patch digging from your. Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, you say publicly that all your weapons are buried in your garden. They come dig it all up, and then they've turned all your garden over to plant your vegetables, haven't you? Yeah, that's it. Alex Saint said you can still buy antiques. I saw an antique police truncheon for £100. Well, technically, police truncheons you can still own a modern police truncheon anyway. But yeah, you can still own an antique. Walking cane sword. You can still own antique knuckle duster if they're over 100 years old and all that shit. Yeah. Dan said, has everyone been entertained or not entertained? I think they've mostly been entertained, but yes.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Oh God. Matt said, I've got to stop drinking energy drinks. I'm so bad with them. They're bad for me. Yeah, luckily I've never got into drinking energy drinks. I don't drink any sort of fizzy drinks. I really only drink when I'm not, I only drink about once. The most I drink is once a week. I try to only drink about once every 2 weeks if I can. Because when I do drink, I drink a lot. What was I going to say? But I don't drink any fizzy drinks. The only drinks I drink are water and black coffee. And I only drink 3 black coffees a day. And there's only 1 teaspoon. Sad said, this stream is so boring it would give Crow a stroke.
Are you not entertained?
supposed to be me, by the way. Dan said, does that mean straight edge batten? If you had a completely straight batten, that's technically illegal. But it doesn't mention the sort of truncheons that get fatter, like police truncheons that get fatter. As far as I'm aware, and I've looked on a website that's there's a truncheon.co.uk website, and they say the same as me. Old style police truncheons, even if they're modern, if it's an old style police truncheon, as in got finger grooves and it gets fatter, like almost like a roundabout type shape, that's still legal. But a completely straight batten, a side-handed batten, or an extendable batten, they are illegal to own. Yeah. John said, great channel on history and general advice. That was helpful. That was helpful context. Thanks, Mike. But yeah, you have to be careful if you're on about like the weapons and that. You do have to be careful with what can happen. So you're better off, if you're going to collect weapons, just strictly stay totally legal, and then if you ever do get a visit, you can say, well, look, everything's legal, and even if they take it away, because it's all legal and you've not been convicted of any crime or anything, you should just be able to get it back. But if they find one illegal thing, they can charge you for it, convict you for it, and then hold the rest at ransom, basically. Yeah. Because the other thing is, if they come around, well, yeah, I was slightly wrong there. If they do come around your house and everything's legal, chances are they won't take anything anyway. But as soon as they find something that's illegal, they can take it all. Luger said, does it count as using a weapon to shove an annoying friend at a group of nutters? I don't know. Depends. I suppose they might, Dan. But they haven't, apart from banning these 19 things, they actually haven't added anything to that list so that list was made ages and ages and ages ago. Pre-80s, I think, or early 80s. I think the only things they added to it was extendable battens, I think. And then lately 2 knives. But yeah, I get you. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But there's part of living in this country. You just have to put up with it. Put up with it, or I'll break the law. But I can't, because I'm publicly showing my stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't anyway. James said, just hide all your weapons at the end of an assault course. John said, I hear there are talks of banning crossbows, but there was an incident. Well, they say there's talk of banning crossbows, but at the same time, when they said they're going to look into it after that Windsor Castle stuff, but also there was a petition recently where the government pretty much said, no, we're not going to change the laws because they're adequate anyway. And I don't see why they would lie about that. You know what I mean? If they was going to suddenly change their mind, because they could have made themselves look good and said, yeah, we're going to change it. But they didn't. They said no. But the petition was from that woman whose husband was killed with a crossbow, and the bloke stabbed her in the head with a crossbow bolt. Trying to kill her. He told her that, no, we're just going to leave them. We're going to leave it how it is because we think it's adequate anyway. So, yeah. Matt said, I heard cutlery going to be banned soon. You know what? Genuine, there are Americans who actually think that everything's banned in this country apart from butter knives because of what goes around on the internet. Jamie said, I collect only British World War II weapons, all totally legal. Exactly. Well, that's the thing. Don't forget, I think there always will be options anyway. If you want to collect stuff, even if they banned every weapon going, they can't stop you having tools. And in the medieval times, most of the weapons people used to have in medieval times was modified tools. Alex said, I think there was talk about restricting crossbows like air guns. Yeah, as I say, the only thing I ever heard was they said we're going to talk about it, and then they've not done anything since. And I think it's because they just wanted to make it sound like they were going to do something, like look into it. We'll see what happens, but I think they won't. Dan said, were the laws around throwing knives not strong enough? Yeah, well, the thing is, they've been banned to buy in this country since I think why they did the banning completely of the 19 items was because technically you shouldn't have been able to buy or sell or import or export those since about 1984 anyway. So by banning them in this country 18 years after they'd been banned to buy, sell, import, export anyway, technically there shouldn't have actually been any new ones in this country unless they was illegal. Does that make sense? I think that's their mentality for it, why they did that. John said the best way to stand up in a fight is a strong right hook. But yeah, I can't answer you the thing about the laws. You know what I mean? What can you do about it? What can you do about it? Nothing. I mean, it doesn't matter who's in power, they'll still do it because anyone in this country, unless you voted in some really fucked up right wing fucking weird fucking nut jobs that would fuck the country up anyway, nothing's going to change. So there's not really any point even sort of being concerned about it, really. I don't think. I think you just have to. It's not like in America. America has a completely different culture with it, whereas we don't over here. There is no groups who will lobby for weapons. There might be groups who will lobby for antique swords and stuff like that, but you wouldn't. You know, when knuckle dusters was banned, no one mentioned that. No one said give us back our knuckle dusters. You know, because it's not what it's like over here. Mate Mark, not seen you on for a while. How you doing, mate? He said Gel Blaster toys are banned here in Tasmania. The police chief with a straight face said with an upgraded spring and a metal barrel they can cause a welt. I actually didn't think you was going to say that. Fucking hell. A welt. That's madness, isn't it? That's madness. James said Jocko Willink has said the best weapon is cardio. Just run. And he's next SEAL Team 1 leader. Well, there you go, exactly. Yeah. Alexander, one of the best World War II weapons, like tools on the market, is an original escape and evasion coin. Yeah, I've seen them. Basically a coin with a blade hidden. Exactly. Although that could technically be illegal in this country now, because that would be like a hidden. I think the only way you'd get away with that is because you can see the blade on the side. Tactical said, all views expressed on this channel are for informational purposes only and do not reflect in real life the views of the host. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Jordan says, is the EK Cobra crossbow good? Was thinking of purchasing one. As in the Cobra Adder. Right, I would recommend, is Lord Flashart still on? Or your mother? EK Archery are doing their own version of the Cobra Adder, and it's slightly better than the old one, and it's cheaper. So I would recommend, if you're going to get a Cobra Adder, get the new EK Archery one. Is that available yet, Lord Flashart? John's life, how you doing, John? Oh, I opened it back in the day. I used to love getting the Army Surplus store. Knives, trends, exactly. Yeah, I used to like the old Army Surplus stores. In fact, when I was a kid, we were very poor. My parents bought all my clothes from the Army Surplus store. I was the only kid in school dressed as a Japanese admiral. No, I used to love all that. We used to, we'd go and get a load of camo stuff, and me and Malcolm used to walk around. It wouldn't have been Army Surplus, though. They must have got kids. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's cadet, Army Surplus cadet stuff. But yeah, I used to love walking around as a little kid, all full camo. John said, Mike, I'll be getting an AR-15 soon. Shit's getting rocky here in the States. Nice one, John. Nice one. Oh, Shoulder's playing that tonight. Let's get off the serious chat. That was boring me a bit, to be honest. No offense. Jamie said, Mike, what's your favourite knife sword in your collection? My favourite swords would be, I've probably got 3 favourite swords. This one, this little one, my big old arming sword, and that one up there, the Japanese Type 32 Otso sword. Those 3 would be my favourite. So that would be a small homemade one, a full-size homemade one, and a I don't know, I bought one, so I didn't buy it. Lord Flashart said, depends on what you want it for. Shit hit the fan by the adder, for plinking and fun by the repeating siege. John said, I'll have to start humming Little Armalite, though. Bad habit. But I'll have to stop. James said, are you streaming tonight, Tactical? Irishman said, I had so much camo when I was a kid. SSW. I would be jealous, actually. John said, could you make a dagger from a pair of shears? That's funny. James Layton was saying about that. And I reckon you could. You can make a nice little boot dagger. Alex said, Mike, I know you're not a serious drinker anymore, but I'm starting to really get back into the idea of alcohol making. I want to see an update with you. Right. I have been contemplating making some more booze because I don't have to drink it. So keep an eye out. I can't promise you when, though, but I have been, because the thing is, if booze prices start going up massively, I'm probably going to have to start making booze again anyway. You know what I mean? Horseman Hatton, how you doing, mate? You right? What's James saying? Horseman Hatton, when is Brian May's coronation? I don't know. Is he going to be on top of Buckingham Palace this time, doing a national anthem? John said, I doubt I could get you shine through. You know, you might be able to, John. I don't think there's any issues with alcohol, you know. But I don't know. But obviously, you must be able to import. I think you just have to pay the import duties. But you know what would happen, though, don't you, John? It would end up getting so expensive, it wouldn't be worth bothering. But I think you could. You just have to pay the import and customs duty on it or something, I'd imagine. But they'd probably end up charging so much, it would be easier just to buy, you know, something else or something. Jamie said, when's my cutlass ready? Soon. When I say soon, though, that might mean a year. But you can get, you can make moonshine over here, because my brother, Malk, had a mate who distilled and made some moonshine. The only thing is you can't sell it. I think if you want to sell moonshine, you have to have a license. Or do you have to have a license to distill it? I can't remember, but you can do it over here anyway. And let's say now they'll seize it if it's not got all the food license. Oh, good point, actually. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. James said, Mike, ever thought of making a pike? I have made a similar thing to a pike. I've made a like a big fuck off, great big bill hook before. Yeah. John said, well, I'll try out my potato can stove soon. Try and charcoal in it at the base, as it's my birthday week. Ah, is it your birthday, John? All right. Hang on.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. It's time for lots of fun. So roll this card up nice and tight and stick it up your bum.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, John. John said, why not start the vodka tonight? Because if I drink that tonight, I won't be on tomorrow. That's what I never made a pike, but I made a carp. Get my coat. Fuck's sake. Toon stream. Sounds like it's raining now. Oh, it's nearly 12. Right, I'll stay for a little bit longer. Freestyler said, "Do you miss the Cray twins, son?" Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is from Legend. This is a true story, right? You know the original Cray twins film with the Kemp brothers. You know, in that film, it shows the Crays as kids. The scenes when they're about 10 or 12, I think, where they're getting the toy crocodiles. Me and my twin brother actually rehearsed for that those scenes. We weren't actors or nothing, but it was going around that you know, they needed twins with a certain look for that. And yeah, someone told my mum, we went to London and rehearsed for that. Yeah. Bloody Monday said, "Will you be streaming next Friday, mate?" Yeah, I'll be on next Friday, definitely. Yeah, well, I say definitely, it should be, but no plans not to anyway. Alex Sanctuary is going to head off. Good chatting to you all. Hopefully, we'll be on tomorrow. And hopefully, I won't miss it. All right, see you later, Alex. Good night, mate. Jamie said, "How's your dad's memorial display coming?" I still need to do the pictures, but yeah, it's all right. What I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna put a door on it. Pictures on that. When you open the door, you'll see the inside, and then on the inside, I'm going to put any information because he's got some prison letters I might put in there, and other stuff like that, and his birth certificate and stuff like that. Yeah, but I ain't touched it for a while. It's just sitting there at the minute because I'm going to struggle to go through pictures. I think it'd do my head in. The talent said, "Don't screw it as tight. The gas will need to escape. Leave it in a warm cupboard." Oh, was that someone on about making booze? Yeah. John said, "Just a trick. Bottle of wine, brandy, a few apples, and some orange juice. And also remember the ice. It works." All right. What's that then, John? Bottle of wine, brandy, a few apples, and some orange juice. What, you mix all that together and make a drink out of it? You know what? I thought Legend was all right. I thought it was good, but I actually thought the original Cray twins was better. I don't know. I thought their relationship was weird. Like the person who made it didn't understand twins, but I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. I thought Legend was all right, but I preferred the original Cray twins. But it might be an age thing as well because I remember. Well, also I could have been in the original one. You know what I mean? Oh, Sangria. But Legend has quite a lot of sort of meme sort of things come out of it, didn't it? John said that turns you into a zombie. But there's a lot of memes associated with Legend, isn't there? Freestyle said, "Mate, it's Bethnal Green worth visiting." I've never been there. I've never been there, mate. Irishman said, "Yeast works best if the liquid is about 25 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, you don't. If it's too cold, it won't start working. If it's too hot, it'll kill it. You're off, John. Good night, mate. Luke said, "East London, scary place." Did he say he's going or not? Oh, yeah. See you later, John. Good night, mate. Yeah. Happy birthday if it's your birthday soon. And anyone else who's asking, I will be on next week. There's no plans not to be on next week. So I said about doing the Spyroverse themed live stream soon. If I get the new book the beginning of next week, it'll be next weekend. If I don't get it in time, it'll be the week after. But said, "I've been to Bethnal Green, stayed there in 98 with a friend of a friend when I went to a gig." James said, "This stream has suddenly become a wet house recipe book." Oh, God. Where's all my bloody clips? I find a nightmare. I find them all now.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
Irishman said, "I used to boil a half-full kettle and top it with cold water, and that worked well." Yeah, I can't remember what I used to do. I think I used to run the hot tap. And, I used to do a similar thing. But on the turbo yeast instructions, it tells you fill it halfway up with hot water, fill the rest up with cold, and it'll be about right. Yeah, so the relationship with twins. Cain and Abel were twins. That didn't end too well. I suppose. Dan said, did you manage to cover the cost of the stream? I did, thank you. Yeah, cheers, Dan. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And tonight, to be honest, as well. But yeah, it did. Thank fuck for that. John said, that's the other John. But actually, the name's Sam. So use a crank account. Where's John said it was their birthday then? What John's life, so was it? Confusing me now. James said, if you boil 3 potatoes, yeast, and an old sock, you get something that tastes like Foster's. Oh, Christ's sake. Any of you lot seen Love, Death and Robots? That's quite good. I've watched series 1, and I think I'm maybe 2 episodes into series 2. I quite like that. It's good. I might watch some of that later. Depends. I'm quite tired. Although if I go to bed early tonight, I'll get up early tomorrow, and then I'll struggle to have a late night one. So no, I might try and stay up till about 3 or 4 o'clock tonight. Prepare for tomorrow. Yeah, talking about films. Who's seen this? This is worth a watch if you've never seen it. What you on about there, John? Fucking Radox helps me out. What's Radox or Radox? That's the stuff you have in a bath, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What's that help you do, though? When you're tired. Falcon Punch said, give it to me, she yelled. She's yelled. I'm so wet, give it to me now. So she scream all she wanted, but I was keeping the umbrella. What, to fucking bath salts? What, as in fucking sniff them? Oh, this has also got the original cover on. So it's got a you know, like the double-sided. That's the original cover to Vamp. Bit of a giveaway what the content is there. Or rather, the name's a bit of a giveaway anyway. But oh, Christ's sake. What, a bit of Radox in your cigar and a bottle of pop? Oh, it's all right. I don't think I'll be trying that one. Freestyler said East London would still be great if the Crows were still running it. Exactly. Good old days. Just that should be. Only killed people who deserved it. Only killed their sort of their kind. I often said I know I've seen Vamp back in the 80s. Yeah, if you see the original cover, it might yeah. A fucking good film that is. If you've never seen Vamp, highly recommended. Oh God. Right, I might stay down to about past. I could probably stay down a bit later, but you know. Been a good one tonight, enjoyed it. A little bit of weapon talk that done my head in slightly, but the only reason that does my head in is because when we start talking about banned weapons, it's the same conversation we've had 100 times, and it starts to fucking, you know, I think, what are we talking about? Like, all of us have spoke about this 1,000 fucking times. You know. I think it's raining here. It sounds like it's raining here. James said, just don't own a business in the East End, so you're on a hit list. Tactical said, if Mike gets another £10 coffee, if Mike gets another £10 coffee, I will stream. All right, here you go. Let's get this on as a thing. There you go. And then you can go over to his channel. I'll make sure I link it, and then we'll abuse him for a good couple of hours. verbally abuse him. He thrives off of that. He absolutely thrives off of it. He absolutely loves it. So I got a bit of an itchy nose. The link is in the description. Come on, come on. Thing is, I could just pretend I got a fucking another 10 and no one would know. John said that's Superman Sam, by the way, Mike. What's that? What's that? John, confusing me now. I didn't say how long for. Dan said, what if I donate £10 over 1 year period? Well, we'd have to wait, wouldn't we, I suppose? We'd have to wait a fucking year. Oh, wrong one. Did his tune internet packs up? Oh, that's sake. Good effort though, Tactical. Thank you for trying to get the old donations up a bit. Oh, fuck's sake. Good try. Good try. It's appreciated. This will be us lot tomorrow. Hopefully Metallic comes on. We can actually have the last one as well.
Take us, girls!
But what I mean by that is there will actually be a girl on, in the chat. Otherwise, it's just think feck ass, and yeah. So, Tactical said it's my fault for trying to do a live stream on my Wi-Fi. Oh, God's sake. John said, have a good one, Mike. Great channel. Thank you, John. Thank you, and you. Yeah, we'll be having a nice old drink tomorrow. Ray Star said, keep up the great work. You scared the hell out of my girlfriend because she's afraid of Darren Brown. I don't look nothing like him at the minute. But yes. Fuck's sake. Not my girl, not my girls then. Fuck's sake. John said, thanks for holding up the arm of Her Majesty. All the best. Yeah, nice one, John. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Oh, Matt, you off as well. Good night, mate. Yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I might stay on till 20 past, but I'm going to have to go off soon because my old mum will be getting out of bed soon. And also my sister and her husband will be back. They're out at the minute, but they'll probably be back about 12:30. Better not keep them awake. That's why I fuck off into the Wendy house, the summer house, because then I can go out there, make a bit of noise. It don't matter. James said we need a Mrs. Doyle talking about dirty books, classic clips. I'll have to think about that one. I do like the clips. It's just trying to get ones. I like the clips so that if someone actually, that would probably be quite a good one because porn does come up on here quite often. It's good to have a response to things. You know, most of my clips are a response to something, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. I've been needing a piss for about fucking 20 minutes. For so long I can hold it in for. I'm sure I could do another 10 minutes. Addy said, night, guys. Cheers, Mike, for the banter. Yeah, nice having you on, Addy. I hope I'll see you on again soon. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, and then it's normally Fridays and Saturdays, 9:30 till 12. Good night, mate. See you later. Yeah, I'll do another 10 minutes, I reckon. Then, yeah. Dan said, someone take one for the team. And I dated Tanner. James said, is on tomorrow? Probably not. Probably not. He's been out in a dirty old shed. I'm not risking bringing him in here. Yeah, see you later, Addy. Nice having you on, mate. Look good. Right, I may have to run off for this piss. Right, I'll run off. I'll be back. I'll play a little clip. What would you like? What can I? I'll put my advert on for a bit. Actually, let's put the Spyverse advert on. You can see the whole thing if I ain't back in time. Right. So check out this documentary if you want to know what we're talking about when we talk about the Spyroverse. Someone put the link on for me, please. Welcome to the Spyroverse. Opening up some fucking Spyro fucking portal. If you do the wrong pattern, it opens up a portal to another world. The same famous company that makes the Spiral Makers make quite a few other toys, but there is one very famous toy that they make. One that has a very evil reputation. I would keep getting patterns and pictures coming up every single time I tried to click on these videos. It appears it's real. Evil adults tend to be teleported to a place where they are tortured for the rest of their existence.
Have you seen my son? Here's a picture of him the day he went missing.
I've been in here 6 years. Why won't these bastards believe me?
I think at a later date I'm going to have to investigate the asylum a lot more. What can I say about Mark, other than he is probably one of the weirdest people I've ever met.
Some unlucky chap got cut, shall we say, in the groin area, and I was questioned over something called CCC. We can have some dinner after. Fancy a drink?
And having travelled to America, I finally interviewed Otis.
And had a right good old time. Spent the whole weekend shooting shit and drinking beers. We started daring each other to try it, and I got double dared, so had to do it then.
If you look online, you can find various products and videos and multiple medias that are connected with the Spyroverse. One of which is a book. This book. There was also a large sheet of paper on the coffee table with the funny little tooth wheels that the gamers use still attached. And some kind of design had been drawn on it. Arnold peered at it. It certainly was an odd looking thing. It was made up of many intersecting circles and curving lines. Be very careful if you ever use a spiral pattern maker. It could be your undoing. Fucking tactical, I saw that comment. Right, James said Hasbro will drone strike the Wendy house at approximately 2 AM tomorrow. I've never actually mentioned Hasbro in bad terms when it comes to the Spyroverse. Oh. You look back, they can't pin that shit on me. Also, if I've got to go to court, all of you lot are coming with me. You're all coming. We'll make the most of this. We'll have a little, we'll make the most of it. We'll wear fucking WeaponCollector merch. We'll have, links to the channel everywhere. If that happens, every time they try and interview me, I'll be going, yeah, go to YouTube, WeaponCollector. That's your fingers. Fingers went type, then brain went delete. Samurai said, what? Is Hasbro suing you? No, they're not. No, definitely not. No. Don't worry about that. Fuck's sake. How you doing, Samurai Bird? I'm only going to be on another 5 minutes, sadly. Freestyler said, you're okay, WeaponCollector. I see a lot of myself in you. No kidding. You're fucking great. Well, thank you, Freestyler. I appreciate that. Then said, I have a funny feeling our testaments won't be taken that seriously. Oh, God. Then said, Hasbro is suing Mike for having a crinkle cut cock. Fuck, I ain't got no crinkle cut cock. My cock is in perfect working condition. Exactly how it was. Exactly how it's meant to be. All right. Freestyle said, have you ever been in the Blind Beg pub? I haven't. No, I haven't been in there. No. That's where George Cornell was shot, wasn't it? That was the Blind Beggar, wasn't it? Yeah. No, I've never been in there. This is my big old Bowie knife. In case anyone wonders. Yeah, if I get sued by Hasbro, you're all coming down with me, mate. Joke. Fuck's sake. I don't think they'll be too fussed about the fucking Spyroverse. Right, I'll only be off about another 3 minutes because it is nearly 12:20. I'll be on tomorrow normal time. Chances are, though, if I'm a bit bored, I might come on early. I might come on at 9 o'clock tomorrow, so be prepared for that. I may come on at 9 o'clock tomorrow, but I'll do 9 till 12 or half 9 till 12 in here, and then about 15 minutes later, Wendy House, which is the summer house, till late. James said it's if the beggar was blind, how did he know he was in a pub? Exactly. Horton said, "Well, your mate's terrified when you were little after your suggestion to play Army." That said, "I'll be okay, mate. They'll just send me off to the psychiatric treatment unit if they read my stories. No prison." Oh, fuck's sake. I don't think they're going to be losing much sales, If people never got sued for the fucking Ouija board shit, I'm pretty sure we'd be all right. But if it did happen, I'm making the most of it, and you're all getting involved. All right? You ain't going to get to sit here on live streams, not get involved. No. You're going to get called up to court. You're going to be witnesses. You're going to have to wear WeaponCollector merchandise while you're being interviewed. I'm going to make sure my fucking my solicitor keeps calling you up multiple times. So you better be hoping it doesn't happen. Oh, fuck's sake. James said they'll find tactical and a crinkle cut chip out of the Tesco. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, God. Right, so don't forget to get your beers in tomorrow. And he said beard. Get your beers, your booze in tomorrow. We'll have a good old laugh tomorrow. It'll be a drinking stream. I may get the green screen out and do a full-on themed live stream because it's someone's birthday tomorrow. And we're going to celebrate that. Celebrate someone's birthday tomorrow. So I might, if I get time, I'm going to get some clips. Yeah. Dan said you could try and bribe Joy with dozy butt plugs. We'll see. We'll see. You never know. It could be the way out. Could be the way out of it. I forgot it might be a jury. Yeah, if it's a jury, we'll be fine, mate. I'll be able to charm that fucking jury like Johnny Depp fucking did. You wait. Yeah, I'll be able to charm that. They'll be like fucking putty in my hands, that jury, would I tell you? Fuck's sake. Dante, did you find the Black Adam? Oh, funny, I did. I ain't clicked on it yet, but I've not really been on YouTube today. But I've got the link in my thing, so when I do, I'll see it and I'll click it. Yeah, what do you mean? I've not really been on YouTube or on my YouTube studio today, really. Horseman said, "How come everyone from East London is related to the craze? Always make a point of mentioning it." Right, you say that. This is a completely different thing, but not. But everyone I know is always somehow related to fucking me. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people I meet, and then I'll halfway down, oh yeah, my nan said we're related to you. Fuck you know. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what everyone fucking says. Steve said, "We had a great one as usual. Might catch you on tomorrow night." Yeah, see you tomorrow. Right, I might as well go off now. It's 20 past. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. Yeah, it's been a good laugh tonight. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. There's a chance I might start at 9 o'clock though, so I might be half an hour earlier, but we'll see. Tactical, I can't help it if I'm your sexy older brother. Dad said, "Thanks for a good laugh, people. See you tomorrow." Yeah, see you tomorrow, Metallic. It should be good tomorrow. Yeah. Brave fire. Yeah, sorry, mate. You just come at just the wrong time. Oh, Horseman Hatton said he's from Stoke and he's embarrassing. Robbie Williams is from there. Oh, God. Horseman said, "Say love you too. Love you too." There you go. Love you too. Love you all. I only say that when I'm drunk. So, yeah, you're lucky. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. If you wanted to put a donation quickly in, put one in. Coffee.com. Link is in the description and in the chat. All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. It's been a really good laugh again. And I'll see you all tomorrow night for a full-on, probably potential suit, green screen live stream. All right. See you later. Good night. Thank you for watching.